That's great.
Anyway,
coming
up today, we have got Educating Ricky.
Right, yeah. Okay, is this the last one? You've promised it might be.
I believe there's a book out that might help me with this feature, so we'll see how it goes. You've got 3 titles that I tease you with, different stories. You take your pick and I teach you something that did happen.
That's a little bit of venom. Go on.
First one is, don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher.
I bet that's bacon related, knowing you.
You've got enough is anus.
Say that again.
Enough is anus.
Enough is enough.
Well,
but it's changed to enough is an anus.
Yeah. And you've got you've also got will it be a bloke? Oh no, will it like a bloke or a woman?
What?
Will it like a bloke or a woman?
Will it?
Yeah.
Will it like a bloke or a woman?
Wow.
Yeah, so they're your 3 stories.
Okay,
today.
sounds exciting.
Okay, well I'll have will it
we're going to play a record now, Rick, surely.
Yeah, okay.
And come back with...
Sorry about the crowds and the big baby.
It's alright.
It's a valuable lesson, really.
I'll think of a title for him.
So, 3 stories. Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher. Enough is anus. And
we'll have that one then.
That one?
Yeah.
Right, well, do you believe in palm reading and stuff?
No. Yes.
Sorry, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I forgot. Yes, of course we do.
Mm-hmm. Right, well, there's a fella who, he used to do palm reading.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of people, he found that when he went up to him in the street and said, do you want your palm reading? He was like, a lot of them were like, I'm a bit ashamed of my nails and stuff because they're a labourer or they're a cleaner or something like that.
I know a lot of labourers are slightly embarrassed by their nails.
Yeah.
No, but...
Yeah.
So
if you look at my bloody hands, Reg.
Well...
That's that hod carrying.
Did I ever tell you that? Did I ever tell you that I got picked at school to make tea and serve biscuits to old people because I've got good nails?
No, go on. Is there any more to the story?
Well, that's about it. I mean, we used to do, like, I think the head teacher must have been getting something, maybe getting his mum in there for free or something in this old people's home. So he offered the kids at the school, he said, right, all sit at your desk and put your hands on the table. And everyone did. And he walked past mine and he said, not bad. Yeah. And he said, you've got the afternoon off. You can go and serve biscuits and tea to the old people.
What did you say?
I said, all right then.
Was that? Yeah.
Good afternoon. But anyway, what
did he do?
He just sort of walked around and went, you all right, do you want bourbons or digest?
I bet you get on with old people, wouldn't you? I'd love to see, maybe
especially the senile ones.
Yeah, no, but I'd love to see you on VH1, just in a link. They just go, they've just played Robert Palmer, right? And it comes to you in a little park, and you just sit next to an old lady and go, alright? And you go, yeah, not too bad. You go, what do you think of London? Crap, innit? And she goes, yeah, it's awful, innit? And you just have a talk, and you go, right, well, she doesn't like it. In excess. Yeah. That's what I'd like to see.
I still think my idea is better, but... So what are you going for then? Oh, you've picked one, haven't you? Yeah, so this fella...
So there's palmists going around the streets...
Yeah, he's going round... and
randomly trying to give palm readings.
They're losing money, hand over fist.
Yeah.
Right? So, they said, what he's done, he's reading people's, bottoms now.
Sorry, whoa. You just, I didn't quite follow that. He was a palm reader, that wasn't making money, so now he's going up to people in the street and saying, can I see your arse?
Basically, yeah.
So from being a palmist to an arsonist?
Well, they just, that's what he does. He said these same sort of lines and that you get on your hand, you get them on your bottom, and he can read them.
Right.
Yeah, he's not a pervert or anything, or making up as he goes along.
No, that's it. That was that.
So, sorry, if a man came up to you in the street and said, can I have a look at your arse?
Can I read your arse?
You'd drop your trousers, would you?
No. If he went up to him and he said, oh, I'd rather you didn't, because I'm a labourer. I've got bad fingernails.
No, that's why I've seen... That's what a lot of labourers, they're showing their cleavage, you think, but actually they're having their arse read.
Absolutely.
That's that's what it is.
And then, right...
So is that the end of the story?
Yeah. But then because...
That's it. Educating Ricky is there's a bloke who reads arses.
No,
You're a mentalist. What are you talking about?
But then, do you know, like, now and again I come up with a little jokey line. Thought I'd make an effort today for VH1 or MTV.
Yeah.
Little line there. Don't worry, it won't last. It might just be a splash in the pan.
Okay.
Phil Collins next.
Let's play some Phil. Let's play some Phil.
Educating Ricky, will we carry on?
Yeah.
Right, you've got left. Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher. And will it like fellas or will it like women?
Well, you said wool before.
Yeah, will it.
Go on then, I'll have wool it.
Right, now this is similar to the one you were talking about before, right? They found out that, scientists.
Oh, yeah.
I've found out
17th century?
that, like now, 1 in 10 rams are gay.
1 in 10 rams are gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like, wool it. That's how I could get that in. They got a load of gay and straight rams.
Right.
They worked out which were which first. They said, right, that bunch there is a gay bunch.
They looked better, they just had more pride in their appearance.
And the other ones, you know, the straight ones. And then they gave them to this scientist and said, right, go on, do what you got to do. And they took the brains out of all of them.
Just to check.
And they did tests on the brain, and it worked out that they've got something smaller in the brain. The gay ones have got something in the brain that makes it smaller. And they said, right, well, that's probably how it's going to work on males, on like males and females and like humans.
So you took from this that gays have smaller brains than straight people?
No, there's something in the brain.
Right, go on.
So if someone's saying, you know, oh, I'm a gay, or they're not sure or whatever, they will now be able to find out.
So you can go to the doctor and to find out if you're straight or gay.
Is there any gay in my brain? Let's have a look. Do. You've got a little bit of a gay in you, yes. There's a little bit of gay in there. Yes, you've got the, you've got a little bent cell there.
Well, that's why they did it, anyway.
I don't understand how they could differentiate which was straight and which were gay to begin with, before they then gave it to the scientist. Wasn't that what the scientists figured out?
Well,
how could they tell?
There's one theory that it's genetically determined. There is one. There is a theory that's genetically determined, but I don't think it's as easy as pulling a sheep's brain apart and finding a little pink sort of like blob in there, and going, right, we've taken the guy out, and now he's going to go and shag some ewes. I don't think it's that straightforward. Although homosexuality does occur at a similar sort of rate in animals, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you knew that, didn't you?
So that's that one. I mean,
I just like the idea of the farmer figuring out which is straight and gay. Well, that one's wearing quite a camp-looking neckerchief. So I'm thinking maybe he's gay.
Is that? Yeah. I love the fact they can.
That one's a big fan of Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
Yeah. They put on ABBA and see which ones dance.
Exactly.
That's how they.
Which one? Yeah. Put on like Barbara Streisand and see which ones sing along.
That shit is rubbish. What did I find out?
Did you just say that is rubbish?
No, I found out other stuff in the week that didn't make the top 3.
Wow. We haven't even had
this must be mediocre stuff. This must be really bad.
Yeah. Or it might be dubious. Go on.
There's a woman in Ireland who has been with a fella for 11 years.
Yeah.
She always saying to him, you know, when are we going to get married and that? And he's like, oh, we don't need to. You know, we're happy and that. Do you know, like I am with Suzanne, it's like, there's no point, really. Unless you have a kid, I don't think you need to, do you?
Right.
So, he was like, we'll do it in time and all that. Anyway, he comes home from work one day. He says, oh, go on then, we'll get married. She was so shocked, her hair fell out.
Did you get that? Wow.
So
that's extraordinary.
What did he say? Oh, I'm not marrying you, Baldy.
Yeah. Well,
she was so shocked her hair fell out.
Yeah.
I love the idea of it just going to the ground.
Fell out. Yeah.
Yeah, what else?
That's rubbish. That's rubbish. Next.
You've also got,
it's weird, isn't it, Rick, that the stories that we made up are more plausible than the facts he's actually giving
I think
us.
we tried too hard. I think we tried to...
That's what he's willing to believe. He's willing to believe that a woman's hair fell out when her husband came out and said, let's get married then. Oh, you old romantic.
Yeah, then, here's a good one.
Go on then.
Right, in Dubai, this woman went to Dubai for a holiday. And she was over there, and apparently in the markets
Bit by spider?
they sell lizards.
Oh, go on.
Right, just like for people to buy. So she buys one, not knowing that you're not really meant to take him out of the country.
Sure.
Puts it in a bag.
Yeah. As you do.
What have you? And then she gets to the airport when she's going home. She's thinking, I can't really leave it in my bag.
Yeah.
So she puts it on her head.
On her head?
Wears it as a hat.
She wore the lizard as a hat?
Yeah. People on the plane were just like, yeah, everything's fine, you know, they're doing the cross checks and that.
Yeah.
Have you got your seatbelt on? Yeah.
There's a woman
great.
there with a lizard hat.
Everything's going well. She gets off the plane at Manchester Airport. Lizard sticks its tongue out.
Yeah.
The air hostess says, what are you doing with that? She goes, I've had it.
Lizard said, I just found her in Dubai.
They said, I've had this with me all journey. And they said, well, you shouldn't have done. And they took it off her.
Yeah, I think that is true, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about that?
Yeah, good, yeah. Yeah. That educated me. Right, what, any more?
Well, what's that taught you? That's taught you, you know, be careful when smuggling lizards
Yeah.
back as some kind of hat.
Yeah, don't just say, lizard, keep your tongue in, you twat. Not at the customs officer. Yeah.
And, what else?
Anyone didn't quite make it?
Anything to declare? I've got a lizard on my head.
We've got an old saying one, if you want that.
Go on then.
Are these ones that didn't make the list?
These are ones that didn't make it.
Oh, right, okay.
Because I always get more in than I need to, just in case.
Just think if someone's just tuned in now.
And I tell you what, actually,
Go on.
right, it's a bit funny because I'm looking on the web in the week at different sayings, and do you know the saying?
A round head does not an MTV presenter
No,
make.
yeah, no. What's that saying? Spark in the pan or something.
Eh?
Flash in the pan?
Flash in the pan. Do you
Yeah.
know that saying?
Yeah.
That's a bit like what could happen to me, innit? Do you know what I mean? There I am trying to do my normal job, right? And then you bring me in here on a Saturday. Next thing, everyone's after me.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't work out, and I'm
Yeah.
dropped.
Yeah.
And that saying "flash in a pan," do you know how it came about?
No.
Do you know, like how years ago they used to dig for gold?
Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had like a little pan,
Yeah.
and they'd put the soil in, and they'd rub the soil.
Yeah, and it's shone in the sun.
Now and again, it shone in the sun, and they get all excited and were like, "Oh, brilliant, some gold!" And then they realised it was just the sun flashing in the pan.
Yeah.
And that's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So again, that's a bit weird. How I saw that saying in the week, almost like a little thing saying, "Don't be getting carried away."
Omen?
So, well, makes you wonder. But anyway.
Not really.
So, last one.
Yeah.
Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher. It's been a mess today, hasn't it?
What do you mean it's been a mess?
It's been a mess.
What has?
This.
What? The show?
Yeah.
How has it been any worse?
It's just all over the place. There's no sort of, it's not tight like it normally is. And she'll be going away with this, thinking that's what the show would be like.
She listens
on
to the show.
MTV.
She knows it's a shambles every week. Go on.
Well, don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher.
Yeah.
Do you know the saying, ham it up?
Yeah, go on, yeah.
Right, well, do you know what it means?
Well, it means to overact.
Right. Well, years ago, with actors in musicals and stuff, they'd the actors used to look pretty ill on the stage because they didn't have proper makeup and that.
Right.
Right. So what they used to do to make themselves look
Rub their face in pigs?
well, they got bacon, rubbed it on the face, and it made the face a bit sticky because of all the, like, you know, the pig fat and bit of lard and stuff like that. And then they'd go and get some bricks.
Bricks.
Yeah, house bricks. Rub them together, make some sort of red dust from the brick, and then put the dust on the face. And the fat and the lard and that would make the dust stick to the face. And they'd look well under the lights. And that's where they're
They'd
saying...
smell great as well.
Yeah, well...
Lovely. Everyone likes the smell of bacon.
No, but... So that's the old... ham it up. That's where
like
that
that.
comes from.
You know, if it's true, I've no reason to think that it's not.
So that's your third Educating Ricky today. So, what have you learned?
Nothing. Absolutely sod all.
You've got your hamming it up.
Yeah.
Rams are gay. They know which ones are gay now.
Now!
And
At last, thank God.
the fella who can hand read an arse.
If you missed the rest of the show, what are you going to make of that? If you just tuned in.
You are a maniac, Carl.
So-
And you've had your screen test. I reckon we'll be seeing you on MTV or VH1 in the near future.
Because I like learning, which gets us on to Educating Ricky.
Oh, excellent.
We've had a good year of stuff, teaching
We
you
have,
stuff.
Yeah, I've learned a lot.
Can you remember any of the
Of course I
highlights?
can. There was a deaf girl and she hit her head and she could hear.
Yeah.
There was also some people who ate tomatoes thought they were poisonous on lead. There was also a doctor who gave a blood transfusion with some parrots from the pet store.
Yeah.
because the doctor in America, and it was the olden days when the lines were bad, said give him his parents' blood, and the doctor this side thought said give him some parrot's blood. So that was true, and that educated me.
That was fact. What have you got for us?
Well, we've only got two because I've taught you about jellyfish today that we need them. So we've only got two things to go at, and I give them a little headline so you remember them to make them snappy. The two headlines you've got: oh, what a catastrophe.
Okay.
And the second one is, well, you'd think it'd be bughead, wouldn't you?
What?
Well, you'd think it'd be bughead, wouldn't you?
You'd think it beat
No, you'd think it'd be.
Yeah.
You'd think it'd be buggered, wouldn't you?
bughead.
Bughead.
This can't be. If this is anything with a bug living without a head, I'm not interested because we've done it. All you've done is fun.
Let's just do what a catastrophe.
So it is that. Do I do that one first?
Which one are we doing?
No, do the bughead one.
Right, well, the bughead one. Well, we've talked a lot about animals and that, haven't we, without heads.
Surprisingly, we have. I think a disproportionate amount on it.
If you're a new listener, and this is the first time you listen, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, we've done all that. We've covered worms, the way if you cut their head off, it grows back if you don't cut too high above its neck. We've covered
the chicken,
the fella who blinked.
Yeah, I can't go into it again.
Right,
Let's not go into it again.
We've had the chicken with no head that lived for 8 months.
Yeah, and we've had
the
cockroaches
living for a week without an head.
Right, okay.
Well, it's a bit more on the cockroach front, really.
Right.
They've found, right, that if you get a cockroach and you cut its head off, right, and then you find a cockroach that's still got its head, but it hasn't got any legs.
Right.
Right, it's not over for both of them, right? Because what you can do, you get the one that's got the legs,
right,
with no head, sort of running around. Get the one with the head, sit it on top of it,
right.
Get a little tube,
okay,
so that the fluids.
So is this auntie's go out of the
Let
room?
him finish.
This is like Blue Peter.
Let him finish.
You can get this for Christmas.
Right, you get a little tube. You sit that on top, so the bodily fluids are still running between the two.
Right.
The head of the one on the top will control the feet of the one on the bottom.
Okay.
What
about
that? Good.
And will it continue to live?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't know that for sure, do you?
That was just a question out of the blue he wasn't expecting.
Well, what do you think of that?
Good, yeah, it's great. Yeah, just a primitive nervous system that can, yeah.
Did you expect us to be more impressed and excited by that? Did you fall off your chair when you read that? Did you literally topple off?
Did you think you were going to be the Frankenstein of the insect world?
Yeah. No, I just was thinking if they can do that, with them, can they do it with humans? Because I also did a bit of research on.
Did you come to the sort of conclusion that apart from the moral aspect of it, that the human was probably more complicated than?
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Things move on, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
Science, Rick.
You know, I had Binatone as a kid. Now they've got PlayStation 2, and the difference in 10 years
They
is
have
amazing.
found that if you lose your head, a cockroach can live normally on your body, but not the other way around. Your head on it cannot control its legs because it's too complicated for your brain.
Well,
So, yeah.
Well, then other research, because I thought if you don't learn from that, I'll give you something else for free, right?
Go on. Free.
That they can clone people. The only reason they don't do it, right? Say if like Ricky needed a lung, right? They could clone you and make you the same, but the only reason they don't want to do it is because it'd be a bit horrible, wouldn't it? So
and it would take sort of 18 years for me to get an adult lung.
And there's all kinds of moral implications.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? You hadn't thought of that?
Because lest we forget, Rick, he ended with the only reason they don't do it is because it's a bit horrible and that. Which scientist said that?
Right, let's
That's a quote.
Right. That's not it. That's not the other one.
That's it.
No. That was just, you know.
We've got another one to come.
Oh, I can't wait.
The headline again? What was the headline again?
The headline, oh, what a catastrophe.
Looking forward to that.
Mark.
Yeah, a bit more counsel. This is from his covers album. This is called Snowbird.
God.
So listen, right?
Okay.
So, best educating Ricky of the year.
Oh, Christ.
What a catastrophe.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Right.
Victoria Plum.
There's this woman, right?
Yeah.
This woman, she's reading Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah.
And she's flicking through.
Yeah.
And she notices that there's a world record for a cat, right, with 27 toes, right? So she reads it and she thinks, well, that's not right, because her cat's got 28.
What do you mean a cat's got 28?
A cat's got 28 toes. So she was like, well, hang on a minute, mine should be in there. So there was
I missed the very beginning of this.
She was
Just looking through the Guinness Book of Records. Sees the
woman
record.
woman was looking through the Guinness Book of
The
Records.
woman with the cat with 28 toes looking
Right.
through, and it said the record for the cat's toes was 27. She thought, hold on a minute, Ross McWhirter. My cat's got one more than that cat, so go on.
Anyway, so she said, the person doing the interview with her said, is it happy? And she said, yeah, it's great, and it's really good in the snow.
Right. It gets through a lot of nail varnish.
Well, that's what it said, right? It said it's really good in the snow. So I just was thinking, that's it, really.
That's not it.
That's the end of that story. But
Brilliant.
But what I'm thinking is, right?
It was two cats welded together.
No, she said, it's happy. So is the other sort of disabilities where, in a way, it's not all bad?
Oh, Christ.
No, do you know, like, that book Steve brought in for me? And there was a fella there, wasn't there, who had 3 legs, who was a juggler. And I was like, what's the point of that?
What do you mean, what's the point of that? What's the point
Well,
of
he's
what?
not taking advantage of having 3 legs, is he, being a juggler?
Yeah, he said he should be a footballer.
Right? So, but in a way, he's used it, hasn't he? He's probably not even that good at juggling. But because he's got 3 legs, people have gone, well, I'll give him a chance. Let's go and see him anyway, see if he's any good.
Yeah.
Right? So what I'm thinking is there anything else? We've mentioned the midgets today who are good at robbing cars because they can get through the windows like Dukes of Hazzard.
Sorry. So listen. Look, I'd just like to say, this is the Radio Authority listening. We are in no way suggesting that one midget's forte in life is robbing cars, or that if you're a midget sitting at home feeling sorry for yourself, that you should go out robbing cars. I'd just like to say this is Karl Pilkington talking.
The views of Karl Pilkington do not necessarily reflect those of XFM or us.
Yeah, but it was a TV programme, so it's not me. I'm just saying what I've seen on
That
telly.
you didn't see.
That somebody told me about.
Yeah, so you could be wrong, just like a lot of your spurious facts that you just see on the internet, you know.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So is there anything else? We've seen the fellow with 3 legs.
So what you're saying is there a disability that is actually an advantage?
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
okay.
Steve mentioned about the disabled loo. They're always really roomy and like got multi-gym facilities in them.
Multi-gym facilities!
Oh, do you know what I mean?
Multi-gym facilities! What do you mean,
There's
Carl?
always bars everywhere and that, isn't there?
That's not parallel bars.
Yeah,
That's
they
to help
don't
them
do
get up.
gymnastics.
They're not in there working
Yeah, but
out.
I'm just saying though. Do you know what I mean? So in a way, they've got that. So always, what I'm saying is, when you look on the brighter side, it's like Elephant Man would have never got up and gone, oh, look at my hair today. He would have had-
Nor do you.
no, but do you know what I mean? He would never have that problem.
You're a maniac.
Forget it. I thought we'd be able to get a serious discussion going here.
Well, okay then. So this is a serious discussion, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's treat it sensitively then. If you really want a serious discussion and talk about whether there are some disabilities that are an advantage, let's think of some then, shall we?
Well, I've said 3 already.
Yeah. You can't say if you're deaf, Bobby Davery won't annoy you. That doesn't count as an advantage. Do you understand? Do you know what I mean?
Carl's looking at you thinking, that's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we'll leave it then. I'll come up with a better feature for next year. We'll bin that.
So, if you've got any
We've
disabilities...
been that like that was going to be a feature.
What, you were hoping that would be a spin-off feature? Disabilities are actually
Well, it's
an
another
advantage.
form of do we need them? It's like,
But that can't think of it. It's like that joke. The bloke that has his weight says good news and bad news. Bad news is we've had to amputate both legs. What's the good news? The fellow in the next bed wants to buy your slippers. See, that's not an advantage. It's a joke. That doesn't really happen. People don't go, oh, that is good news. Yeah, I'll probably get a quid from him. Do you know what I mean?
But the fellow with 3 feet, what would he do?
Well, he'd buy a pair and then just nick one of those because they put out one shoe, don't they? Are those, yeah, if you've got one leg, you can nick shoes. Good point,
Right,
Carl.
now I'm getting you thinking. Also, right, I like teaching you stuff.
Yeah. And you've done well.
So what I'm thinking is, rather than just touching on a topic, sort of giving you a few bits of information on one
See,
topic.
this is what I'd like to do, because the last thing you taught me, I remember, was there was a blind girl, she hit her head and she could see, and that's all I got.
Yeah.
So if you could go into that a little bit more, that would have been educating me.
Well, today we're featuring stuff on World War One and Two, right?
Oh,
So that's that little title for all this little thing is, what do you think of that then?
What do you think of that then?
Play a record.
So that's
Rick,
that.
can I have just thought of a joke?
Go on.
What's the similarity between Lord of the Rings and this show? They're both rubbish.
Sugarcane by Sonic Youth on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Go on, Karl. What's next? Are you going to do your war feature? What is it called?
What do you think of that then?
You do that now?
It annoys me a bit, right? Because we said before Christmas that we'd come back with new stuff.
Yeah.
Gave you a title to work on, that Ridiculous.
Right.
You came in today, I said, have you sorted it out? You say no. Steve, you're having a go at me for wanting to get music out of the library for you.
Yeah.
You haven't got any new ideas.
Sure.
But you're dissing mine.
I'm not dissing yours.
Well,
I'm a massive fan of them.
Good vibe off you.
Well, I think that's very harsh. I just asked you, when were we going to have war? Do you think of that? I'm a big fan. I'm excited.
Well, it's not that good, to be honest with you.
Well, I disagree. It sounds brilliant.
Right, well, it's a bit of a tweak of educating Ricky.
Right.
Just some information on wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
World War Two.
World War II, all right.
The world champion chess player, he helped someone out in the war.
It's the detail I like.
No, he helped.
You know, it's nearly a history programme, isn't it?
he
I
helped-
was watching those repeats of The World at War.
Yeah.
That were on in the mornings, you know, incredibly
Did
detailed,
you
but
lot-
they've got nothing on Carl.
Did you write a lot of that David Sharma series?
he was able to use his skills that he has to play chess, because apparently chess is all about probabilities of like where a piece will be put.
Right.
And they got him in, and they said, "Can you help us out?" He said, "Yeah." And he said, "Right, where should we like?"
Hitler has just moved his queen.
yeah.
So that's a
He
fact.
sent in a bishop that ran diagonally through the troops, knocking him over.
Sorry, wait a minute, Carl. So they got a chess
Sorry,
player.
that's it.
Well, yeah. It's just like, oh, what do you think of that?
Again, that's not a story.
But it angers me that he says that I'm down on the ideas when that's beginning to shape up as quite interesting. I thought you were going to tell me which battle or which event
World War
was
II.
you.
World War II.
It's not a
But
battle.
which bit of you World War II?
Like the middle bit.
It's 6 years worth.
Yeah, well, probably about a bit in.
Guessing.
Thought, let's...
Guessing.
Well, all right, yeah, there is a bit of guesswork, but it doesn't matter.
But that could have been an interesting thing if you told me it had an impact on the
When you
Normandy
look at these
landings.
things, do you go, bloke wants help chest, oh, use that, and run away from the computer?
No,
or
I
run
read
out
it.
of the bookshop?
I read the first line where I get enough information. I just think,
What do you mean you read the first line where you get enough information? Imagine if you were someone's defence lawyer and he was like, he's on death row and went, I don't think he did it.
Yeah.
I read the first line, I didn't read the file
It's a
He
completely.
was in a hotel in Texas, right? Go on.
It's enough.
Oh, some other
It's
stuff.
enough,
He
it's
definitely
enough,
didn't kill it.
it's enough, it's enough.
I
that
just
seems
thought
to-
they always take ages on deciding where to go. It's just like, but there's a better way.
I don't know what you're saying now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it
I
takes-
actually
when-
don't know what
when
you're talking
people
about.
play chess, it takes ages to make the move. So I'm just thinking there's probably a quicker way
Of what?
than finding where a boat is than getting a chess player in.
I don't know what you mean now.
All right,
Are you talking
well,
about
Tell you what,
battleships now?
They should have got an expert battleships player in.
Right?
yeah. What, Carl?
Right,
what,
forget that one.
Or someone
No,
who's
no,
really
no,
good-
no, I'm not being funny, but what is that? What are you telling me there?
Someone who's really good at risk. You should have brought them in.
Yeah, Cluedo.
Right,
Yeah.
another fact.
Oh, that's enough then, is it?
Well, they use expert Cluedo players, but the police use expert Cluedo
you
players.
do use, yeah.
If ever there's a murder in a country house,
Do you think they use that old Chinese fella on the front of Mastermind?
mastermind, yeah.
Yeah, for logic problems. The Enigma code was broken by top Mastermind players.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, second
And a guy
fact.
who's had a couple of rounds of Yahtzee and done very well.
Second fact about the war.
They for engineering, they use a lot of Jenga players.
Absolutely. Whenever they want-
will the building collapse? Oh no, let's pull this. Let's see.
If
Yes,
they
it
wanted
will.
to identify...
What are you doing?
If they wanted to identify spies,
Yeah.
bring me the champion of Guess Who.
Was it a woman with glasses? No, right,
Has
sit
he
down.
got a beard? Is it Bernard?
Right, Carl, sorry, go on.
Another war fact. So
Go
you're
on.
saying it's rubbish, but look, you love that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Second
you're
one.
absolutely right.
The first bomb that was dropped on Berlin,
Yeah.
it didn't kill a person, but it killed an elephant.
I think that's true.
That is true.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the last one.
Is that all you know about that? See, that's interesting, isn't it?
But
What
that's
was the-
enough.
But no, it's not,
not
though.
enough.
Because I mean, listen. Most people want to go. Oh, what was the elephant doing there? Did
Well,
it
it's
land in a
either-
zoo? Was it a pet?
Oh.
Was it a lost elephant? Did they aim at the elephant? How did it kill it? Did
Was
it
it
hit it on the
Hitler's
head?
favourite elephant?
yeah. Was it Hitler's favourite elephant? Did it then have one ball?
Yeah.
I mean, these are the things. Why didn't he catch it with his trunk?
Did it have an effect on German morale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yes.
elephant is kaput.
Oh, Jumbo! I don't want to fight anymore.
Carl's getting a little bit stressed, aren't you?
No, I just, got to keep focused, got to keep the show good and that.
Yeah.
And in the
Yeah.
new year, the idea was come up with some good snappy stuff.
Yeah.
And today, I just think it's been a mess with you, to be honest. I mean, this is the sort of thing I'd prefer to do after the show as the producer.
Yeah.
But
You know what? I think it's a discipline problem.
Is
I'm
it
not sure Ricky's got any.
because I just put sellotape on your head?
well, that's a bit to do with it. But just let's just focus.
Well, I
on
didn't put it when there was any hair on your eyebrows. I put it across your forehead.
right. What do you think of that then?
Yeah.
We've got one more bit left.
Brilliant.
One more fact. The French, right, when they were at war,
David Sharma, I just imagine him just introduced it. I think amazing.
Which war was this?
it was still the World War.
One or two.
World War
Go
Two.
on, it's 50-50. Go on. yeah.
Right, World War Two. What the French did, everyone needs a code.
Everyone needs a code. Yep.
A code when you're in the army.
This is
and
a
that,
Disney song.
right? And to sort of give the go ahead if you want to go into battle and stuff.
Okay.
Right? So,
Needs a code.
but the weird thing
Game
is,
show.
right? The weird thing is, do you know what theirs was?
Go on. Do you?
Yeah, I know what it is. It's
So what
a bit
was
weird.
the French code?
For what?
To sort of say, right, yeah, go on
But they had more than one.
on this day.
But I don't know what day it is.
On
All
this
right.
day.
Oh, what, it's like saying, what am I thinking of? What was the battle? What was the...
Okay, so all right. What?
Look at him, look, he's genuinely confused that I've asked this question. Right.
It was
No. If you ask me a question, ask me the question correctly. What was the code for battle during what battle?
World War Two.
No, that's not a battle. That's a war.
Yeah, it was in a war. Yeah.
I don't know what to do. He
Right.
confuses people.
All right. Okay. What was it, Carl? What was the?
Yeah,
code?
what
was
are
the
you
French
thinking
code?
of? Right.
John's got a moustache.
What are you talking
My
about?
lungs are gonna burst.
That was a code that the French used. I just think it's a bit daft, right? Because you could come up with that by mistake.
yeah. Two French blokes talking in the trenches, and they see a major walk past, and they go, "Oh, look, John's got a moustache," and they all go and go, "No, I was just talking. What are you talking about?"
Well, the way I don't think that's a good code. I'm not.
I don't believe it is the code.
No, it is seriously.
And what?
And
It's
would
just
it,
that
would it
no
have
one
been?
talked
Would it have
about
been
it.
said in French?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the weird,
Guessing. Yeah.
No, but
What?
you see, I can't even be bothered
What are you saying, Carl?
because it's not a very good code. Do you know, like we've talked in the past about things you don't see, and I said an old man eating a Twix.
Yeah.
If they use that's safe because no one is ever going to see a man having an old man having a Twix.
What do you mean?
Well, use that as a code. Don't use a saying, John's got a moustache, that could crop up. It's like the war's kicked off. How did that happen? Well, I said John had a moustache. Oh,
Two French folks would never be saying John's got a moustache. Why would they?
Because back then they were fashionable.
He nearly makes sense, doesn't he?
I assume it would have been Jean.
Yeah. No, probably John.
And how would this code have been I mean, who would have announced
I
this
just
to
read
everyone?
it. I read it like that, Steve. That's what was on the internet. This is a code that was used. John's got a
Don't be
moustache.
angry with me.
I know, but you're always asking questions.
That's because I'm interested in history.
Yeah. No, you're genuinely interesting bloke, Carl. We like to know. I'd like to film you secretly. You know, like they do, like Nature Watch, when they put it in a like a, you know, what I mean, a badgers sort of thing,
What?
right?
Yeah.
And they just watch it. I'd like to see what you do, pop around and go. I wish I could download the music in your head, because it'd be wah, 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 and you see something weird, you go wah, 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 wah. And then you read that and you go wah, and you write it down, and that's what comes out. John's got a moustache.
I'd like to see next Christmas.
Imagine the French, right, for their battle cry, for their battle code to know it's going ahead, they're going over the top, is you never see an old bloke eating a Twix. Imagine that.
Yeah, but all these things are things that I think in my head. Right?
Keep them in there.
Do you know, like
Please.
before when I was talking about going out on, you know, Christmas Day, having a meal on the way back, seeing a homeless person.
Yeah.
And then I think, God, that wouldn't be good. I don't know, TV show. Right? You can think of things like that. When I saw the homeless fella, then I got talking to Suzanne about when I had to sleep in my car.
What do you mean? Go on.
Let's play a record and come back to any sleeping
it's
in the car.
gone. I can't wait.
Play a song for the lovers.
I was watching last night on cable TV 1987's amazing Sign of the Times Prince in concert film. It was dynamite. I thought to myself, how brilliant he is. It reminded me of the gig I went to see last year. He played this tune. It's from the album Parade. Okay, I don't want to discuss whether or not Prince is acceptable on XFM or whether he's a genius. He is a genius. That's the end. That's the end of the discussion. Play the tune. He's dynamite. It's a song for the ladies.
I remember, I'm going to tell you, I was on the way here. You know, do you remember John? He's got a moustache now.
I can't believe it. Lads, no! It's not on. It was... The battle's not on.
Look at your face, Carl.
The elephant did die.
Yeah, no, I believe that. Yeah.
Last week, we sort of changed educating Ricky a bit. Just a little
Don't
bit.
say we. I don't want to be incriminated in it.
Well, changed it in a sense that rather than giving you too much information about different things, it's hard to sort of keep it all in.
Yeah.
I'm giving you sort of information on one thing. So last
no,
week...
because some of your stuff was a little bit too intense to be done. My favourite story was there was a blind girl, she hit her head and got better, and I couldn't take all that in at once. So you should really ration some of the education.
We sort of started
Wasn't last week war-related stories?
Yeah, it was War Do You Think of That then?
War Do
And
You
it
Think
was
of That, sure.
three things.
And it was the French battle. Going over the top was John's got a moustache, which you think was ambiguous because someone might have said that anyway.
Well, look, you've remembered it, so it's working. So we're doing that, and last week
Loads of French people have just gone to war who were listening to this.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to learn some science this week.
Did I?
Yeah. so the title this week for that is I Said I Would Sort You Some Science Out. Acid, because that's...
How long did that take you to come?
Listen, but you know, look, people love Carl. There's comedians come to me and go, Carl's the funniest man. They absolutely love him, right? But I think we're only seeing half of it, right? If we can get him on television, his face then, when he's told me that title, was like a child at Christmas.
Yeah.
He was so proud of it. He was excited what I was it was brilliant.
It's a bit like when a child's drawn a picture in art class. You know you've got to stick it on the fridge, but you basically think it's crap.
Yeah.
It's very much like that.
All right, Carl?
Is that good?
Yes.
So we'll be doing that. Well, I'll teach you some stuff now, right?
I've always been fascinated by the donkey fact, because it is an extraordinary fact that more people are killed apparently by donkeys than they are by airplane crashes.
Well, I suppose in countries where they're used and used a lot, that they go a bit mad and squash it.
But my concern is that when you go on a plane, there's so many checks. I mean, it takes 40 minutes to go through all the checks: the air pressure, the cabin pressure, the fuel, checking the flights, the takeoff, all the rest of it. Our checks for donkeys.
Nothing.
Did someone close the gate? I think so.
Exactly.
That's our
Is he
donkey
annoyed?
checks.
Is he annoyed or not?
Yeah.
You're not working him too hard, are you? Yeah. He's got his hand. Is there two holes for the ears? Yes.
Well, I think that's what's happening. I don't think it's accident. I think they're picking us off. I think they're so annoyed that a nickname for them is ass.
Yeah.
And they've got to wear the little hat. They've got to ride kids. Give kids rides on the beach. And now I think they're just sort of annoyed.
Yeah.
Maybe they're sort of just picking us off one by one.
Yeah.
Teaching us a lesson.
If we had the same stringent checks on donkeys as we do on international flights, maybe there'd be a little less death.
Exactly. Wise words.
Cheers.
Wise, if slightly incoherent words.
Go on, Carl.
Got that right. Acid I would sort you out with some science.
Brilliant. I forgot the puns in mine, didn't I? I forgot the puns. Go on.
Right, so, you asked to sort of be taught some science and that last week after being taught about war, so did some research. And there's a few things, I think we'll just cover one of them now.
Go on.
We talked a lot about hairy kids.
We have
I
discussed that a
love
lot.
the fact that Simon Sharma has never started a programme like that. The Jacobites. We've talked a lot about hairy kids. Go on.
It's a little bit, I mean, it's not your traditional science stuff, but it's still
More left
interesting
field.
and it's a little bit, it's still...
Yeah, we talked about hairy kids. We have disproportionately, honestly. I think this show's talked about hairy kids more than any other radio show.
Well, it's one that...
Sorry, I noticed both of you there dropped the H, or the H, or however it's
I had to, 'cause
So airy, obviously
kids,
mean
yeah.
hairy.
Yeah.
Hairy children, not
Yeah,
sort of airy, kind of light-headed or...
Yeah.
Well, there was the case of the one who lived in China.
Yeah.
And,
Which was weird for two reasons, wasn't it?
yeah.
Well, go on.
One was, he was covered in hair,
That's already weird.
and the doctor sort of checked him over and said, well, yeah, he is hairy, but he's quite healthy, apart from he had a little bit of eczema and a boil. That was the main bit of the story, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But this one, right, we have sort of talked about it, and you weren't having any of it at the time.
What?
This next bit of science I'm telling you about.
Go on then.
Right? Remember when I told you about a lad who was living at home with his mum and dad, right? Everything's, normal life, go to school, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Then, I think his mum and dad had an argument, and it kicked off a bit, and he thought, I'm sick of this. It's happening all the time now. They kept having arguments, so the kid ran off into the woods.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
Right?
God.
Now, he left, he went and ran in the woods, and he ended up living with some monkeys.
Right.
Right? And he thought, this isn't a bad life, there's no arguments going on.
Sure.
He was getting on with them. And the weird
loves
thing
bananas.
is, this is where the science bit comes in.
Oh,
Sure.
He grew a load of hair on his body.
That's not true. It's not true.
It is true.
It's an acquired characteristic.
I bet someone will back me up on this.
But no, you can't. You can't grow hair like that. You might get a little bit more down here. They might, the erectile tissue might, they won't fall out as much. That would, but you don't actually grow a big mane if you're cold and you're a human.
Well, he did. This lad did. I know it sounds a bit strange in that, but he was living with the monkeys, and because it was cold, his body reacted to it.
Listen. He was no hairier than he would have been if he was walking around naked on a cold day, with or without living with monkeys.
The fact that he was living with monkeys makes no difference.
No, I know, but I'm trying to get, picture it in your head what it's like.
Although Mickey Dolenz was always pretty hairy.
Right? So he was living with them, and he went into town or something one day
Oh, yeah.
to get some food, and the people there were like, hang on a minute, that isn't a monkey.
Well, he went in naked.
No, he was there covered in hair.
Yeah, but naked, but covered in hair. So it was decent. It was.
Yeah. But they that was the weird thing. They thought it was a monkey in the shop. And then
So
they went,
presumably he had a big long beard as well, because he couldn't shave, could he?
no, he was just covered. He looked like a monkey.
And they were happy to serve the monkey, were they? There's a monkey, he's
How
buying
did he
a
walk?
newspaper and
How
some
did he
milk.
walk? How did he walk, Carl? Did he walk upright or whistling along?
The picture that I saw on the internet, he was on all fours, but I
Course
don't
he
know if
was.
that's when he was
Course he
running
was.
away after they'd sort of, realised he was a kid. But this was a
So he was
picture.
a kid as well. He wasn't even like an adult with a beard.
No, he was a kid.
Brilliant.
And
The
people
beard
went,
kicked in a little bit
so
early.
listen, so the
Go on.
people caught him.
You're an idiot.
The people caught him,
Yeah.
shaved him, right? Got it all off, didn't grow back again.
Right.
It
You're an
grew.
idiot.
Well, like I say, people will have heard this story or read about it.
You're an
and
idiot.
And they'll email in. They don't let me down.
And they'll agree that you're an idiot.
No, they'll have seen the story.
You're an idiot.
So that's a little bit of science.
You're an idiot. Libertines, Time for Heroes, and XFM 104.9. Right, okay, so have you got anything that is science as opposed to nonsense?
Well,
Kid went off with some monkeys, grew hair, came back, shaved him, it didn't grow back. I mean, just think. Right, something else.
there's a few things I found.
Yeah.
There's a fella
Oh, God.
who had hiccups for 69 years. That was a bit annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's the dog with the wig that we've discussed.
Imagine if you just tuned in.
Yeah.
There's the dog with the wig that we've already discussed.
Did we discuss that?
Not really.
Did I not tell you what he said? I did, didn't I? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What else have we got? Well, there's something here that you sort of know.
Is this going out live?
This is happening, right?
Go on.
But remember when you talked about sponges?
Yeah.
If you get a red sponge and a blue sponge,
You liquidise them, pour them back into a tank. After a few hours, they know which was which, and they reform as a red sponge and a blue sponge.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird when you told me.
Yeah.
Looked it up, did a bit of research.
Yeah.
Thought that's sort of sciencey.
Yeah.
You can do the same thing with a mouse's brain.
Okay. Explain a bit more.
No, you can't.
If you get a dead mouse,
Yeah.
put its brain into a blender, blend it up, leave it standing for a bit.
Making that up, aren't you? You're confusing this. You've watched Nigella Lawson make some sort of pudding.
No.
What do you mean? It won't work with the brain.
Well, it does with them. I mean, not human brain. Don't be trying that.
Although,
no, a mouse one, a mouse one.
and what happens?
It sort of reforms, goes back together again. No, because apparently it's made up of the same stuff as.
But it doesn't, does it? Because if it's dead, if it's a dead brain, the cells can't act anyway. The fact the sponge is that it doesn't kill the cells, it liquidises them, it doesn't kill the cells.
Yeah.
So it couldn't be a dead brain anyway. It would have to be a live brain taken out from a live mouse for the cells to be getting oxygen and working and being sensitive to each other. And that, I don't see how that could work like it does in sponges.
I mean, do you know what I mean?
You're not a scientist.
I've just sort of read it and gone, oh, that's interesting, I'll tell Ricky and Steve about it.
Yeah.
You're
You've
quizzing
not
me
queried
as
it.
if I've come up with it. It's someone else has done it and said
Yeah.
it works.
Sure.
So I'm not...
Do
I'm not-
you think ghosts are behind it, or do you think there's a scientific explanation for it?
No, it's just one of them weird things, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's what you sort of science covered for this
Yeah.
week.
Well, that was another barnstorming feature from Karl Pilkington.
Is that it? Is that the two things you got
Thanks
this
very
week?
much for that.
Well, I mean, they're
There's
the ones-
nothing behind them. Do you know what I mean by this? There's not like a weight of intellect behind these facts.
Why
It's-
don't you make that your science project for this week? Find a dead mouse somewhere, Carl, and a blender. We'll bring that in next week. We'll do it live on air. See what happens.
Oh.
Well,
Do you feel sort of let down a little bit sometimes with our reactions?
Well, what are you expecting us to do? What are you expecting us to just like look at you, open-mouthed, staring at you in awe?
just like go, oh God, yeah, where did you find that out? And like,
Yeah, but
you know,
if
We know,
asked,
we
you
know.
never tell us.
We know where you found it out. You looked on the internet and a strange homemade website by a maniac somewhere, who puts on stupid things that he heard through Chinese whispers. That's where you get your information from. I doubt that anything you've ever come up with is verified. If it is, it's luck.
but what do you expect me to do for you? Do you know what I mean? I'm just.
You know, I'd like to know what the source of the information is. I'd like it to be, you know, a research study by the University of Columbia, rather than, you know, a guy who calls himself Mr. Pickles. On a website somewhere, www.lunatics.com.
I mean, oh God.
Some kind of evidence, do you know what I mean?
I must warn you now, you know that Steven Spielberg thing's coming, Taken? Yeah? About alien abduction. When you watch it, just remember this, it's not a documentary. Okay?
Alright.
Alright?
You remember E.T.? We were discussing that earlier. You know that's not fact. Factual fact.
Brilliant. Black Star Radiohead from the Bends on XFM 104.9.
Rick John has emailed in.
Yeah.
It looks here like he's maybe trawled the web himself. I mean, I don't know if people just immediately leap onto the web every time Carl says something in his defence.
I think our listeners are always on the web.
Yeah. Anyway, he seems like he's reprinted here a news story, which seems to confirm Carl's monkey boy story.
Yeah, what was the news
Doctors
story?
baffled by boy 6 covered in ape-like hair. Doctors in Kazakhstan are baffled after finding a 6-year-old boy covered in ape-like hair.
Yeah.
The boy, called Ablay, was found in a remote mountain village close to the Chinese border. He's covered in thick hair from head to toe and has an oval-shaped skull. Doctors suspect nuclear radiation or a genetic disorder may be responsible.
Fine.
But there's an interesting bit here.
But sorry, it's not that you could have genetic defects. I've seen lots of people born with long noses, 5 feet, etc. I'm saying
You've
that
been
he
to
wasn't
Bristol,
normal. he wasn't normal, and then went to live with monkeys and grew the hair.
Well,
that's
no,
my
true.
point.
But it says his mother and father are distant relatives. Such marriages are common in the Kazakhstan mountain hamlets. Now, the village elders were consulted as to what to do with him, right? Now, these are the village elders. These are the wise men of the village. These are the people, presumably, that all year long are telling the village how to live, how to survive.
Yeah, you're in charge because you've lived longest.
Yeah, exactly. You presumably are solving any kind of moral conundrums, any sort of awkward things. Do you know what they suggested that they do with their hairy son?
Go on.
Send him to the circus.
The Carl's nodding.
Put him in the circus. That was what they suggested, and the mother actually wanted him to go to school.
Instead, there's I don't know, school or circus, I don't know. We don't know what's better for him.
Exactly.
I'm not sure.
We must consult the elders.
What do you think, Carl?
It's not a bad life, is it?
What, the circus?
Yeah.
Well, you ran
Kids
away
will
from
love
it.
Kids will love it. But remember that thing that I saw about that fella who, I don't know if you should talk about it really, it's a bit...
Go on. Tell us now. You've hooked me. Come on. You can say it. It's okay. What, are you worried that it might be insulting to someone?
Well, it's not nice, but...
Well, you're not taking the mickey out of it, you're telling us... Go on.
It's just, it was in that book again that you got me. You know, the book full of weird people.
Go on.
And things that are wrong with them, and hairy people, and...
Yeah.
Lad with 3 legs and that. There's a fella... basically just a head and a little body on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Right? Picture of him having a shave. And he was shaving with his mouth bit.
With his tongue.
Like that on the radio.
Yeah.
Just like-
Carl is now doing an impression of a man shaving with his mouth.
Yeah. Well, it's just a head, bear in mind. He's doing an impression. Imagine a head with a very tiny body on a skateboard shaving with its tongue. That's what Carl was doing.
And he was depressed because he kept getting hats for Christmas.
But if you were him, you would just grow a beard, wouldn't you, rather than...
Oh,
Well, rather than go through all
But
that
you get
hassle.
it caught in the wheels of his skateboard.
The what's the name, though? Do you remember last week I was talking about the hairy kid? And,
I think that's every week, Carl. That doesn't narrow it down.
alright, well, we were talking about that hairy kid in the woods, and, did a bit more research this week.
Okay.
Found a good story out about a monkey,
Right.
which I'll, tell Ricky a little bit about it.
Tell me, come on, tell it now.
No,
Right.
no, just
Well,
tease
I
me
reckon
with
we
it.
should keep this.
It sounds exciting stuff.
That's got 'em, right? So we'll be doing that. we've
So
got
hook the audience.
we've got Rockbusters again this week.
Yeah.
We've got Do We Need 'Em?
Yeah. What
Right.
are you trying to get rid of this week?
Cockroaches.
Right,
I
good one.
can't think of a reason to keep them.
Looking into that well. Let's sort the matter out. That's coming up.
Excellent.
We've got I'm teaching you some more stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He phoned me up today. Yesterday it was. He knows he's been researching, like, just educating Ricky. He said, what do you want to know about? I don't know. He said, you interested in space? And I went, yeah. He phoned me 3 hours later. He went, no, nothing about space. I went, what? He said, I couldn't find anything interesting. I said, you couldn't find anything interesting about space?
Yeah.
It's big.
It's pretty interesting, Carl.
He went,
It's big, but there's nothing there. That's it's like the Millennium Dome. So what I'm looking at, right?
But no, wait. He said, is there anything else you want to know about? I went, alright, I went, anthropology. He went, what's that? I went, study a man. I sent a man. He went, like what? I went, like, our roots from caveman through and all that. He went, and I said, Australopithecus, Neanderthal. He went, well, you know all that then? I went, no. He went, right. He went, do you want to know how a lung works or something? How a lung works? And I said, well, tell me how a fridge works. He went, oh, I said, it's just the gas, isn't it? I went, brilliant. I went, tell me how a microwave works. He went, I know. I said, fella walking past in a laboratory with a bar of chocolate in his pocket, went past some sort of ray thing, it melted it, and he went, hold on. That's it. That's explained to me how a microwave works. Right.
So today we're doing sort of medical-ish type things under the banner of colon. Then educate me.
Oh God.
Do it again.
Colon. Then educate me.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So that's like go on then. So colon.
Brilliant.
So that's a little heading. You're going to be learning 3 things sort of medical-ish before 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, do you want to...
Pretty much, yeah.
A bit of suede?
Come on then.
How many O'Reillys are there, do you think? No, little task for you.
Right, educate me, Carl.
Right, well,
Go
like
on,
I
then.
say, right.
Educate me.
Well, what we're looking at this week, we've done war, we've done
We've nailed that. We've nailed war. We summed up war with a little French bloke whose battle cry was "John's got a moustache."
Right. So, and last week we did science.
What would you do on science then?
Airy kid.
Brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
So this week we're looking at medical problems.
I'm sure we do Airy Kid every week.
medical problems then. I've got a couple of things under the banner of colon then educate me.
Yeah.
We've got, this is interesting, right? Do you know if you have an operation on your brain, right, what they do is, I mean, this is why I'd never go to the doctors. I don't like doctors because this sort of stuff freaks me out, right? They can operate on your brain, and what they do is they put you to sleep first, cut your brain case open.
Your skull, yeah.
The brain case.
Yeah, yeah.
And then wake you up and operate on you. So you sat there with your head open,
Yeah.
messing with your brain, and you don't feel anything.
Well, there's no nerve endings, is there, in the brain?
But still, it's not right, is it?
What, do you think they do it for fun?
No,
They
but
go on, Reg, wake him up so he all freaks out. Go on, wake him up.
is it necessary that you're awake, do you think, or...
Well, they need the brain active, don't they?
Yeah, but it is when you're asleep, you're having mad dreams. I had a mad dream the other day.
Go on.
No, I might tell you about it later, but there's no sense to it. But, so your brain's still...
Where's this conversation?
Yeah, I mean, it'll turn out, I go, no, Carl, I was there, that wasn't a dream.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but... So, I mean, if I had an operation...
On your brain, heaven forbid.
Well, operation anywhere, I'd like to sort of think, well, I'll have an injection, I'll go asleep, but when I wake up, it'll all be sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that...
Your brain case is open.
And they wake you up and you think, oh, is it all done? And they say, well, have a look in the mirror. And your brain...
See, I don't think they do that. I don't think they try and frighten you when you're during an operation.
Yeah, I don't think that you go about your business and they sort of follow you around, dabbling.
Yeah.
No, but it's almost like they are having a bit of a laugh with you.
Right, well, I'd just like to say now that they don't. Anyone who's going in for an operation on their head, do not ever listen to anything
But
Carl says.
why have you got to be awake? Because you'll be bored anyway, you'll be sat there.
Well, they give you a telephone directory, look, and they say, look how many Macs are in there. That's the Scottish telephone directory. And, you know, time flies when you're counting that sort of thing.
No, but do you know, like, when you...
What are you telling me? What are you
I'm just
asking
saying
me?
how weird it is. It's weird, isn't it? It's like, do you know when you go for a haircut, right? And it's a bit embarrassing. Well, I don't anymore, but... When you go for a haircut, it used to be...
When you go for a haircut?
It used to be a bit embarrassing when, like, they'd wet your hair and they'd make you have that sort of Hitler cut because your hair's wet, and I used to hate it, and I think, do you have to do that? Do you know what I mean? You know
It's
what I mean,
similar.
don't
It's
you?
very similar to open skull
No,
surgery.
what I'm saying is, it's almost like barbers like to do that to make you look daft and feel daft for a bit, and there's women coming in and out, and you're sat there with a daft haircut.
Yeah.
And this is what that reminds me of.
Do you think they do it in a shop window, this brain operation?
I'm just saying, it's a bit
Do you
weird.
think, why are we doing it in John Lewis's? Just so more
I
people
love
can
the idea that that's what doctors are doing. Let's make this guy look a bit stupid.
Yeah.
Open his brain
Look
case.
at the twatty look with his brain out of his head.
Take a Polaroid. Reg, take a Polaroid.
Look at him. Look at his face. Right, clock his face when I give him the mirror. Get this on camera.
Put this fake nose and glasses
Sorry,
on.
is that? Did you teach me something then? Was that
I
educational?
thought you that your brain case can be open with your awake, and you just sat there sort of letting them get on with it.
Brilliant. I've learnt that. I'll never forget that. Right, go on. Anything else?
You'll love... Let's play a song, because the next one is amazing.
What? Even more amazing than that?
Yeah. Play a song?
Yeah. Bit of Bowie.
No email still, by the way.
No, I don't think it's working.
It's not working today.
Lady
so
Stardust.
we'll have to do a phone-in for Rockbusters.
Off the Ziggy Stardust album.
All right.
Karl Pilkington is in the middle of educating me. Colon then, educate me.
Right, so,
I've learnt that you can, you know, fiddle around with your brain when awake. That's brilliant.
I've never been a fan of doctors, though, so this was a good one for me to look up, because...
Yeah.
Did I tell you the time when the doctor said I was going to die?
Alright, keep talking.
Right, ages ago, must have been about 15, right? And at lunchtime there was this... We used to have a choice of stuff to do at lunchtime, right? We used to have like a burger place that had an arcade machine in it, right? So we used to go there and play on that and have a burger. Or there was this baker's, right, that my mum worked at, and did great cakes and stuff, right? So she used to like bring some home and that, but she couldn't always bring them home every night because, you know, they'd cost money, and she used to get them for free. And they used to say they'd rather chuck them away than give them to the staff because there's a chance that the cream might be off.
Right.
Right, so they used to chuck them round the back. So I used to go round the back with my mate, and eat a load.
Brilliant. Scavenger, eating out of bins.
No, it wasn't out of bins, they were still in trays, but they just stacked them up near the bins, right? So this got out, I mean, it used to be chocker. Once the school found out, everybody used to go there, and it'd be like, well, have a cake.
The headmaster crawling through, fighting the kids off.
Right, so I'd have, you just eat, I don't know, 6 jam donuts or something, and then you'd spend your dinner money on the arcade machine.
Brilliant.
Right? So it was a good afternoon, really, right? So you'd do that, and this one day I must have had 6 or 7 jam donuts, a few Congress tarts.
What's a Congress tart?
I love them, I can't get them in London, right? So I'd have some of them.
If anyone can get a Congress tart for Karl in London, please let him know.
So anyway, this day, that was just a normal day. Do you know what I mean? You'd once, twice a week, you'd have a load of cake.
In your life,
Yeah,
So
normal
anyway-
day in your life. Were the frog boys there with the webbed hands and the big heads?
So-
and the horse in the settee? Yeah.
But the day after one of these days, I had really bad cramp in my belly. Right? I was like in agony, could hardly walk. So I said to my mum,
You could hardly stagger to the free cakes.
So, I was in absolute agony. I said, I don't like doctors, but you'll have to get a doctor in because I don't know what it is, I can't walk. She gets the doctor round. I won't say his name, but he said, well, doesn't look like he's got long left.
Blimey.
So I was a bit like, hang on a minute, I've only had a few cream donuts.
Yeah.
My mum was panicking.
Sure.
He went, my dad came in from work. She said, something's really bad with Karl, I think it's serious. The doctor said he ain't got long left. So he said, what? He said that and just left? So she said, yeah. He said, I'll have to call him then. So he called him up, said, what's all this about? Karl hasn't got long left, how long's he got? So he goes, I was only messing. He's just had some bad cream. Can you believe that?
Well, the thing is,
I like the fact your mum didn't ask any questions.
I know.
She didn't go into detail. Can you explain more, doctor? No, I got a shoe off.
No, but she doesn't.
I don't want to diss you or your family, but I imagine if I was there, I'd have known the doctor was joking.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, I sound very arrogant there, but I imagine he went, what's he been doing? I had about 6 cream cones. Oh, right. Oh, wow. He hasn't got long to live then. I'll see you later. That's what I think the doctor did.
Yeah. It's like the idea your mum just let him go.
Yeah.
Terrified, thinking, well, I'm not going to probe him. He's that's it then.
Dad comes in. Hi, honey, I'm home. Anything happened? The doctor said Karl's going to die and then left. Did he? I'll call him.
But anyway, that's why these sort of things fascinate me. So we'll move on to this next one, right, which is brilliant. Dead short story. So, right, old woman, about 70 years old.
Yeah.
She's normally fit and healthy and stuff. Nothing wrong with her. She's having a good life. And one day, she goes for a check to the doctor's, just to check herself out, 'cause she's getting on a bit.
Yeah.
Says, take your clothes off and that. So she does. And checks her out. Says, yeah, you're looking good, you're looking good. Turn round. He said, oh, God. He says, you got a tumour on your buttock. Right? So she goes, oh, what, can you do anything to sort it out? So they go, yeah, we could book you in for an operation. It's best if we remove this. Books are in for an operation. Operation day comes, strip her down and that. They're all stood round, the doctors. Start to operate. It only turns out it's a pork chop that she sat on 5 years earlier and it had stuck to her buttock.
Right, Karl.
I can forward you. Serious.
Right, okay, Karl, I'm telling you now, I'm leaving. I'm never doing this show again.
No, I'm serious. Honestly.
You're talking, I've never edited such you are, play a record.
I couldn't believe it.
What do you mean you can't believe it? Stop the record. Right, okay, right, what do you mean you couldn't believe it?
No, when I read it, I said, I've got to tell Ricky
This
that.
woman had a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years, you mental case. Of course she didn't.
Doves caught by the river. People are going to think you're thick, Karl.
Well, they can think what they want, because if they do their own research, they'll probably find the story. Because it won't have happened that many
Karl,
times.
think about it. I mean, how could an old woman have a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years?
She said she couldn't remember even making one, so she was as surprised as the doctors were.
But hold on though, she presumably must have sat on it naked.
Yeah.
Didn't that bring back any memories?
Yeah, it's weird, but...
Karl,
Carl.
But why would it stay there? Why wouldn't it fall off when she had a bath or a shower?
Grease. What about a bath?
But why didn't the doctor realise that when he first looked at it?
Yeah.
Was he not paying attention when he said, I think it's a tumour? Did he not
Carl,
look a bit
listen,
closer?
think about it. A pork chop stuck to your ass for 5 years. You're naked, you sit on a pork chop, you go, nothing. Yeah, no, there's nothing weird about that. I can't feel anything. Even if you had a dead leg, the time you that pork chop, what else you got dressed?
Well, she might have not have done that much. She's old. She probably just sat down and didn't move for a bit. And over time, it's stuck. And then
What do you mean over time it's stuck? Do you think the longer something there, the more it stays there?
Look, I know that's why
The
I
pork
picked
chop
it.
goes, well, we've been here a year.
Richard,
We're
that's
not going
why
to
I
move
picked
now.
it.
I don't think we're going to move now. I'm quite, attached to this buttock. I think I'll stay here for another 4 years until some doctor works it out.
I love the idea they got her into hospital, they gave her the bed baths, they got her ready for the operation, they laid her out. They were
And
just
then-
right to take get the scissors or the knife, make the incision, hang on a minute.
This is a pork. This is a
Bring
pork
me a frying
chop.
pan.
This is a pork chop. Wild Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington, little bald-heady Karl Pilkington. You quite like being bald, don't you? No fuss.
Like I say, I'll probably won't age for a bit now.
Won't age for a bit? What do you mean you won't age for a bit?
Because I already look quite old.
I don't think so. Not with a hat on, you look really young.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying. So I won't change that much. It's like that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I actually don't think, as long as you shave it, straight back, I can't have you on that. Nothing wrong with it.
But that kid who had that aging disease, just shave her head, and she wouldn't age that fast anymore. Do you know what I mean?
So this is the 5-year-old girl who had an awful disease where...
Well, we don't know much about it, to be fair.
No, we just know that you fell in love with the title of the programme, the girl that was older than her mum, right? And you were annoyed that people wouldn't serve her fags and alcohol. If she's living like an 8-year-old, let her have a fag.
Doesn't that sum up this show though? Carl's comment, we don't know much about it.
Yeah.
We're still willing to make comments about it, to discuss it in length and possibly make crass jokes, even though we're ill-informed as ever.
Yeah.
Right, well, there's something for you, right?
Go on.
This is what I wanted to tell you about, right?
Me.
Yeah, face transplants. There's there's some kid somewhere, right, who had a bit of an odd-looking face. Right?
A bit of a what?
Bizarre-looking face.
Yeah.
And there's a doctor somewhere who said I can sort that out for you, right?
Sure.
And basically what they do is they've got to get a face off a dead person.
Right.
Sorry. Just in this documentary you saw,
No,
did
it
this
was-
documentary feature, say, John Travolta and Nicolas Cage? Was it that documentary you saw?
All right, listen, you see.
Go on.
So
Okay, no, so you can't get a face of a dead person. Yeah, go
No,
on.
sorry to dismiss the idea of face transplants out
Yeah.
of hand, but go on.
So yeah, it's got to be a face of a dead body that isn't older than like 4 hours old,
Right.
4 hours dead, whatever. They can take it off, fit it on the new face.
It makes sense. But it's
weird,
not just your
isn't
face that you lose it, but it's the muscle tissue and bones, isn't it, when it's like disfigured? It could be through fire or whatever, or disease or whatever. So they can't just literally plonk a face on. They have to do something else, don't they?
You're asking Carl like he's gonna know.
I forgot then. He looked at was that in Russian? Yeah. I wish we could get him on telly just to show the look on his face when I said that.
Yeah,
It was brilliant,
ludicrous.
wasn't it? It was, when you go to a cat, hey, we want some food then. And he just looks at you and he
Yeah.
goes, it's almost like he can understand what we're saying. Go on.
It's like if you had been caught holding a mallet over a dead body by the police.
What I'm
staring at them blankly. I've got nothing.
saying is it would sort of work, yeah. If you peeled your face off and put my face on it, oh my God, why don't you and Steve, for an experiment, swap faces?
And the great thing is, I wouldn't age.
Yeah. Would you do that if it was safe?
I think I'm getting the rough deal here, though. To be honest.
Yeah.
Well, no, you get some money back. It'd be part exchange. I mean, it would, it's like you'd make up the difference just to wear your brilliant face for a week.
But the doctor was saying how it's not complicated. He said the worst thing is something about the people who were related to the dead person, it's a bit weird for them still seeing the face of someone they know walking about when they're dead.
Yeah, I can see that would be odd, yeah.
I love you, Carl. You are brilliant. Honestly, you're never a dull moment. It doesn't matter whether you're talking or I'm squeezing your head. I'm never bored. I never go, oh, that's enough, Carl. Do you know what I mean? I had battling tops, I got bored. It's like computer games. You think it's the best game in the world, and someone goes, how are you getting on with Tomb Raider? You go, oh, I don't play it anymore. I go, how's Carl? I go, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. I was squeezed it yesterday. I was squeaking in his face. I got him down to the ground. He said this. He said that. I'm never bored with you. Do you know what I mean? It's brilliant. I'd like to rent you out to people.
See me, I'm different. I would happily leave him now in the bottom of the cupboard.
Until quiz
with the
night.
Scale Electrics.
Until the old pub quiz night, when there's no one else who will have you on the team.
Sure.
And suddenly you want to be your best mate.
Done him again.
Right?
Yeah, where's his mum and dad then, Carl? Yeah?
In Bristol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
I love the fact you can insult me but never insult my parents. Feeder, Butt Rogers, XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
Carl just said to me, so what face would you have to me? And I went, what do you mean? He went, well, whose face would you have? And I went, I don't know, a boy's, so the skin would be regenerated. He went, no, it'd be a bit weird. He said, oh no, someone famous. And I went, I don't know. I went, whose would you have? He went, Barry Sheen.
No, but what I meant was, when I was talking to Suzanne, Suzanne about it, saying this is amazing, she said, well, whose face would you have?
Right.
Now, it's got to be fairly recent to have the skin fresh, because it can't be too old. Right. So I had a choice of, like, Barry Sheen, or what's her face, off Last of the Summer Wine.
Who?
Who's the old woman who just passed away?
Thora Hird.
So that's what I meant. If I could have any face, because she said, well, you could have had Tom Cruise or something. I said, well, he's not dead. She said, no, but you could have had that.
You'll give yourself restrictions in your fantasy. Sort of like look down to your picture. I love the idea that someone getting you a call. Mr. Wilkerton. Hello, it's Dr. Hanrahan. Barry Sheen has just passed away. And you go, oh dear. Yeah, bad news and good news. Do you want his face or... Do you want his face?
Does Suzanne go out with you, like, for charitable reasons? Is it like you can adopt a boyfriend?
I love the fact that she encourages you.
She was saying about Tom Cruise, and I was like, oh, you know, she said, you know, he's not a bad-looking fella or whatever.
So, well, what she's saying is, Carl, is there any chance you could go and get a different face? Maybe something like Tom Cruise would be good.
Then I was saying, right, first of all, he's got to be dead, and he's not. But if he was, and you had that done... Would you feel like...
People looking at you on the tube?
Well, no, like, say if the people who made Mission Impossible said, well, we want to do a third one, would I be in my right to say, well, I don't want to do it?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't mean to be offensive, Carl, but your girlfriend could do a lot better than you. I don't know what he's thinking.
I love the idea of this whole conversation about you in Tom Cruise's face and then get offered a film.
But why does she have conversations like this with you?
It was now on last night. It was now on the telly.
I love it. What should we talk about? What about getting a new face?
See, you know the sort of things I find incredible.
Go on.
Mirrors. Shiny objects.
Kettles. Yeah. Oh, God.
Well, listen, remember the time when I told you about the baby that had a baby?
The baby that had a baby.
The baby that had a baby?
Yeah.
It's happened again.
No, it hasn't.
Well, it didn't happen the first time.
It was in the papers, I think, on Monday, in all the tabloids.
So it's a twin where one has grown and the other one is still at a fetal level?
No, it wasn't, though. It had grown. He was saying to his mum...
Who was saying to his mum?
The little kid who was 7 years old. And he kept saying... Yeah. He was pregnant.
And he was pregnant?
Yeah. I know.
What do you mean?
And he was saying to his mum, oh, God, I don't feel well. And, like, his belly was all swollen, and they thought he'd just been eating cake or whatever. And he was saying, I can feel something moving about, and they were like, stop messing about, there's nothing wrong with you. Eventually, I think he was in gym at school.
In gym? What, Jim was pregnant with him? Oh, no, it was like a Russian doll.
He was at school, right, just about to do sit-ups or whatever they do at school, right?
Yeah.
And
flew out across the room.
Teacher goes, you're a bit fat.
You look a bit pregnant.
And so best to the doctors took him, said, you're 7 years pregnant or something like that.
What?
What do you mean? What? Or something like that?
You're 7 years pregnant.
Or something like that.
You say to the doctor, Carl, why don't you think about what you say before you say it?
See the reaction I get. Now the gazelle, I didn't get excited like that.
7 years pregnant.
Send it in. If someone's online at the moment, just having a look around, it happened on Monday or Tuesday. Because I told you at the pub quiz, didn't I, Steve? I said to you, I know the baby's had a baby.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, whatever.
Well, I just thought you were talking nonsense as ever.
Well, we'll find out.
You're 7 years pregnant.
Yeah.
You're a fool. Play a record.
Well, we've still got stuff coming up.
Monkey News?
Rockbusters answers. We'll have to get that out of the way soon, because we've got
What
to
else
get out
there?
of it.
Have we got a cheeky freak of the week?
Yeah.
Brilliant. America by Simon and Garfunkel on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, and I understand I'm about to read my words, Steve.
Well, once again, there's always someone, and it looks like it's Mike Lamb who has come to Carl's rescue.
Lambo's let me down then.
Doctors have removed a 4-pound baby boy from the stomach of his 7-year-old twin brother.
Yeah.
Alan Jan Niamatilev was
yeah.
born with the freak fetus growing inside him. For 7 years, it lived like a parasite until a school doctor became alarmed about Alan Jan's bulging tummy and took him to hospital. Surgeons who gave him a scan operated immediately, unaware that the baby was attached to the boy's blood vessels and still alive. They saved Alan Jan from certain death, but knew the 8-inch fetus was doomed. So there we are. Boy pregnant with his own twin brother by Barbara Davis. That was in the Mirror, apparently. So I've read on, and all the facts are right. They took him to the school. The parents didn't realise.
And that isn't even this week's Freak of the Week.
I mean, that's
You got that for free. You've got that. You can have that.
That's the free freak of the week.
free.
That's giveaway. That's like 13.5% extra.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That you might get with hairspray or something. So that, I mean, if that's just the throwaway freak of the week, there are 2 freaks of the weeks there. If those 2 freak, I can't wait to see what the actual freak of the week is that people are paying for. Is it incredible, Carl?
I'll tell you what, something else you can have for free.
Go on.
Another sort of freaky thing, right? I was watching this programme in the week. Right?
What?
I don't know what it was. But it was about, I just saw this little fella on it, right?
What do you mean, little fella?
He was doing this history thing.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, is this he's found out that a Viking was a bit like him?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
He was boneless or something, or he's...
Well, that's the weird thing. What do you think of that, Steve?
He's what? He's boneless?
No, he was called Harry the Boneless or something.
Yeah, but you know what you're going to get there, don't you? That's what I mean. Always have a name, Elephant Man, you know. Harry the Boneless. Where is he? You know what I mean?
I'm meeting someone, waiter, what's his name? He's called Harry the Boneless. He's over there flapping around. Yeah. He's over there in the bucket, having noodles.
That's what I mean. But, do you reckon you could do that? Do you reckon you could have your bones taken out?
I love talking to him! He's brilliant, it's like talking to a 5-year-old.
I was asking Suzanne when she was watching it, and she was like, ask me later.
Yeah, brilliant.
She wanted to know about,
What did you said? You were watching this programme about history, right? About Vikings.
Something like that.
You turned to your girlfriend and said, do you reckon you could have your bones taken out? Yeah. I love that.
What do you think?
That is why you are my favourite
What do you mean you think you can have your bones taken out? Firstly, why would you have your bones taken out?
If you've only got a small flat or something, and there isn't much room,
Yeah.
right? And what I mean is, would all your organs still do the stuff?
No, they wouldn't.
You'd just be mush.
Listen, I'll teach you something now, right? The skeleton, right? Spam. Yeah? Support, movement, anchorage. No, support, protection, anchorage, movement. Spam. That's what the bones do. Yeah? You couldn't stand up. You wouldn't be protected because they protect his rib cage, skull, of course. Anchorage, everything holds onto it. Every muscle is tethered to pull against something, like a crane, a pulley system, so you wouldn't be able to move at all. Do you know what I mean? So you'd be in a bucket. There'd be you'd die immediately, obviously. No, you can't have your bones taken out, Carl. I mean, why do you need to ask that question?
Sorry, but Boneless Bob, or whatever his name was. Harry the Boneless. he presumably didn't have any bones. I mean, that's why he had that name, obviously.
No, he did.
No, well, he's got the name.
Yeah, exactly.
Freak of the Week's coming up now.
Oh, cheeky Freak of the Week.
Right, well, we've had some interesting things we've been looking at. This week, It's about the strangest couple that ever got married.
And we've had 2 sets of chimps, so it's stranger than that. Oh, it's not Dale Winton and Nell McAndrew, is
It's
it?
not your parents, is it?
Well, we're going back again to about, I think this is about 19...
Something like that.
1940.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Not important.
Strangest couple, a fella, right? He had the skin of a lizard.
Yeah, the skin of a lizard, okay.
And the woman who he
Which he
married...
used as a condom.
The woman who he married.
Yeah.
Airiest woman ever.
Right.
And that was their act. They used to tour the world, and they'd say, you know, it's like, you know, a couple who've met, they're having a great life. Let's get them out on stage, here they are. And they'd
What
pop
do you mean
out.
he had the skin of a lizard, first of all?
That's what it said. He had some sort of some illness.
So he was called Lizard Man, and you like that because it was good description.
I thought that's good.
I'm here,
You know.
hello, dude, we booked a table for 2. Who are you meeting? I'm meeting Lizard Man. Oh, he's over there.
Yeah.
You know he is, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Look
meeting
out.
the hairiest woman in the world. She's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did they do for their act?
Now, bear in mind that we had some Siamese twins last week, and their act was having a bath.
yeah.
So I hope it's an improvement on that.
What did Lizard Man? He came out and ate some flies, did he?
I don't really know. I just think they stood there and that.
Yeah, when you read this and it goes the most interesting fact ever, Lizard Man, and you go, that's enough. That's enough. I can extrapolate from
Well,
that.
straight away I start thinking. I'm thinking, right. I wonder if they got the wedding photos. Right? And then, like it said that they had a kid.
Oh, what would that be like? Half
Exactly,
lizard, half
exactly,
it'd
that's
be
what I
like
was
an
thinking.
ostrich, wouldn't it? It would sort of like.
That's what I was thinking.
What did you think it would come out like, the baby?
I didn't think what that looked like. I just was thinking, oh, parents' evening. Do you know what I mean?
You wouldn't want them coming up to the school, would you?
So,
Well, that's the
little
problem.
Johnny, who starts off relatively normal, he's quite good at, he's good at nature,
Yeah.
isn't he? And his mum and dad come into the room and they'd be looking round, wouldn't they?
Well, it's always like that thing at school when, like, you find out your mate's mum and dad are really old.
Right,
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
When you go, have you know, your gran and granddad bought you?
Yeah.
Your mum and dad.
Yeah.
And you go, oh.
It is weird.
What's that we're talking about? He calls him mum. What was that? Oh, sorry.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
no,
like-
that's always strange.
I just-
If you had Godzilla and King Kong as your parents,
Yeah.
and it was
they're
like you
always
say,
fighting.
They're always fighting, and you know, like you say, if you're in a school play or something, you wouldn't tell them, would you? You wouldn't want them coming up with a video camera.
He didn't tell his parents he was in the... When we were,
Well, exactly.
You did Little Donkey, you didn't tell your dad, did you? And he came along and videoed it.
Yeah.
Was
kept
that-
it quiet, kept it quiet, don't want them to know anything.
But you didn't... What was it was meant to be playing? You had a little drum, didn't you?
Yeah, I was doing, I had a little drum. I think I was meant to be playing We Three Kings.
Yeah.
But, we started doing Little Donkey and I thought I can add a touch to this.
Sure, you improvise.
Started playing along
It was like the
with
first remix, wasn't it?
It went down well. But yeah, that's all I was thinking with, the Freak of the Week this week. That's what I'm saying about Freak of the Week. It's to get people thinking, right? Thinking how lucky they are. That, you know, they don't have to...
Comb their face. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Freak of the Week is to let people know how lucky they are.
Just...
What about the little freak you're talking about? What are they thinking? They're going, oh, he's talking about me. I'm a little hairy lizard man on a stick.
Pop in, give us a call. I thought, you know, that's what I'd like to do on a TV programme. That's what I want to do. I want to go and, like, meet these people and say, right, let's just go shopping. Let's, you know, we'll film what your normal day's like.
Yeah.
Let's pop out. Nip into Sainsbury's or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, buy a comb.
Park
whatever.
right up close to it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what you're saying is you just want to get a little message out there, which is that there's always someone worse off than you.
Well, there's proof of that in this room. You know what I mean?
Oh, Carl, when's your train?
In a minute, I'm going to get going now. I'll see you later.
Thanks, Carl.
Brilliant. What are you playing? You can play a song?
Kirsten McCall.
Yeah.
I'll see you later. Here's a bit of science for you.
Go on.
Right. Read the other day.
Yeah.
If you dug a big hole, right,
Oh, God.
started digging, say in, wherever, Trafalgar Square, right?
Yeah.
You dig a big hole and you keep digging.
Yeah.
And you go, right through the Earth,
Right.
out to the other side.
Yeah.
So you're somewhere in Australia or something, right?
Yeah.
And then you come back to London.
Right.
Stand next to the hole, jump in it. Apparently, you can jump through the world in 42 minutes.
It's interesting.
But then I was thinking, will you fall? And then when you come out the other end, would you fall back again?
Well, yeah, you would, wouldn't you? What would happen is you'd accelerate 10 meters per second to the center of the Earth. But you'd have such inertia, you'd nearly go as far out the other end before it was like a bungee jump. So you'd nearly get as far as the other end, and then you'd go back again, and you'd keep going until back and forth, getting further and further away from making it until you went sort of back and forth in the center, and then you'd stay still in the center.
Have you drilled a hole through the earth? Get in touch. Email xfm.co.uk and just let us know how you got on. Did you get to the other side? Did you get to Australia? Did you buy one of those funny cork hats? Did you see Paul Hogan?
How does a fish work? Darkness, growing on me, XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. I lost him, didn't I, in a little conversation?
Yeah,
there.
you were talking about quantum physics, to be fair.
Yeah, I was explaining what a black hole was, because we were talking like that as well last night. And just halfway through, he just went, yeah.
And put his headphones on.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh,
the thing about Karl is he speaks with such authority about things that he thinks he knows about.
Monkeys.
And when you try to explain to him about stuff, he goes, no, of course ghosts exist. And you try to explain to him why it's conceivable they don't. No. He can't be bothered with that.
Yeah, you did all your learning at about 12, didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm still picking bits up now.
Said without irony. Oh, brilliant.
What have you learned recently? Anything interesting recently you've learned?
Darwin, that's why I was asking you about him.
Right.
Yeah, Darwin, we know what you did, didn't you?
I don't know what he did. I just read the other day that they've got a treatment for whatever illness he had. I thought it was a bit late. Can you imagine that, saying that to his family?
What did Darwin do?
I don't know. You were just trying to explain it to me, but I'm busy doing stuff, aren't I? I can't take it all in whilst I'm sorting the ads out, putting CDs in. You know what I mean? Ticking off the knob news.
No, but he formulated the theory of evolution based on natural selection. Yeah, but wait, though. Do you think that's good? Do you think he's well done? You're impressed with that? Because you're not impressed with things like, you famously said, Newton, so it said gravity, but it was already there. If we'd have been floating around, it'd been a problem. We weren't, so keep out of it. That's what you said. You said Einstein. I've never used EMC squared in my life, but the bloke who invented the video recorder, I watch one a week. So I wonder if you're impressed by Darwin formulating, I think, the most important scientific theory since Newton's laws.
Has it made a difference? Or whatever he said, would it have happened anyway?
You can't do that. You're not allowed to say that. You can't say, oh, well done, I'd have found it eventually anyway. You can't do that. You've got to give people their due, do you know what I mean?
But now it's difficult to find stuff because there's less to find out now.
It's not a competition.
But on what scale? On what scale are you looking at? Why do you mean there's less to find out?
Well, now, I mean, they're bringing stuff out that... Do you know what I mean? It's just...
The iPod.
Well, yeah.
Sure.
Didn't see the point in that,
No.
the iPod.
Now, what he was saying is, if you send a man to the moon, right?
Yeah.
He was saying to the fella in the rocket, it would seem like 20 years to him.
Yeah, not the moon, but yeah.
No, it was. That's what it said. It said the moon.
Well, it wouldn't, because it's only about...
No, but listen. So it took 20 years to the fella, yet people who are on the Earth, it would seem like 2,000.
Yeah, because time is relative, not...
I don't... What do you mean?
Right. Well, listen, the fact is that it's tending towards the speed of light where it really makes a difference. They've even done it with atomic clocks, where they've sent one up, even in Concorde, and it's like 0.01 of a second difference.
What is the watch?
Yes, yeah, because greater speeds.
But why does speed affect how a watch works?
Right, Right, I don't think this is a conversation.
Because, look, speed is...
Sorry,
See
stop.
what I mean, though?
Just
See
stop
what
for
I
a
mean,
moment.
Steve? See what I've done?
I don't think this is a conversation to be had on a Saturday afternoon on a radio show.
But I'm just saying, though. It's not me, is it?
It is you.
You went quiet, Steve.
No, because
you're having problems.
Because
there.
I'm not going to be able to explain it to you.
I will explain
in
it to
a
you
light,
break.
frothy way.
It's speed equals basically velocity equals distance over time. When velocity doesn't change and nor does distance, time has to. That's his theory. Yeah.
Well, we just got.
What's your point then,
again?
Carl? What's your point?
I'm just saying.
Because you don't understand it's worthless.
I was trying to explain to Newton that basically formulated, the laws of the universe, the 3 laws of the universe. Even playing snooker, I'm trying to drop something. I was going, well, equal and opposite reaction and all these sort of stuff, right? And he was going, what did he do apart from the apple on his head with the gravity? And I went, well, what do you mean? And he went, well, why was it a problem? If we had been floating round, I'd have called him in. But since we're not, we don't need him. Yeah. That's what he said. Play a record. You're a buffoon.
So there's these 2 new kinds of frogs, you said?
You're joking. What? And a monkey had a hat. The monkey had a voice. I Believe in a Thing Called Love by The Darkness on XFM 104.9. Last show. Possibly the last ever show. It's up to the K-Man. Little Pilky. Baldy Pilky. Little Whingy. Dimmo Manco, as he's called, his Latin name, Dimmus Mancoid. All right, Carl? All right? You're going to miss this, aren't you?
Nope. Right, Steve, something they do now, right, they've got to do by law when you're buying, right? I was looking at one in London, right? It's haunted. They've got to tell you now.
Right, don't talk shit.
I'm telling you now.
Play a record.
I'm telling you now.
Yeah. There's no such thing as ghosts. That is ridiculous if that appears on a legal document.
Right, if there's anyone who sells flats and that, does that for a living.
Yeah.
Right, email in, because I'm telling you now, that is a fact. She sort of dropped it in. She said, I said, oh, nice feel here. And she said, yeah, well, that'll be the ghost. Just dropped it in, that's all they've got to do. And then I was like, what? And they went, oh, yeah.
That's all I've got to do, is it? So that's the legal thing. Did you drop it in? So in court you go, did you drop it in? Yeah, I dropped it in. Play a record, you're an idiot.
We were educating Ricky earlier, Carl. I wonder if we should resume that as the clock is ticking away.
All right. You got 2 bits of info that you could be leaving the building with today, right? You've got where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, I have that one.
They've brought out this drug or sort of tablet or something.
Yeah, you looked into it then, yeah, go on.
Carefully researched.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
Which means, like, an 8-year-old woman can have a kid. What do you think of that?
No, it doesn't.
What are you talking about?
You can inject a woman with something, 80-year-old, and it means, she's got more time on her hands now and that. It's better to have a kid. She can have a kid later on in life.
I just realised where there's a will.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Right, well, let's just move on from that, because it's clearly drivel.
No, it's not.
I think it's a bad idea. Of course it's a bad idea.
Well,
I'll even give you that it's true and possible and might even...
it is true and possible.
Okay,
it's not even recent, it's like a few weeks old.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's terrible. No, you shouldn't do it, yeah.
All right, what's the final educating Ricky? So far, I'm not impressed.
Get her a cat.
Yeah,
get her a little Pekingese. Don't let her have a child.
Yeah, but it's meant to get you thinking, like you're saying, well, she shouldn't have a kid.
By the time he's 5, she'll try and pick her up and her arms will break.
Whose arms?
Moving on, what's the next one?
Would she be able to breastfeed?
Yeah. And she'd be able to do it standing up while he was on the floor.
Talking to nipple.
Come on.
There's a lovely juicy pair over there.
Okay, I think that's the last show. People should actually phone in and speak to Carl and try and convince him.
Forget that.
Yeah, what's the number, Steve?
Forget that. We haven't got time.
Yeah, he hates answering it. We'll do it during the record.
Leave it.
Phone in if you want to speak to Carl, if you know the number. Call in, try and convince Carl to kiss a little nipple.
Don't want to.
Yeah.
Right, what we're doing, are we...
What's the last educating Ricky? Come on.
Hook, line and good thinkers.
Brilliant. Okay,
Yeah,
go on.
sounds good. Go on, what is it?
They've found a lot of fish with 2 heads. What do you think of that?
Well, don't know. What do you mean they found a lot of fish with 2 heads? Who has?
They've been messing about, basically, these scientists and stuff, and they've said, look at this we can do. And they're making loads of fish with 2 heads. They can do it now, and they're saying, that's good, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
All right, play a record then.
Yeah, but what do you think?
I think if they can do that to fish, they should try and do it to you, and then at least you'll have 2 brains to work with.
Yeah.
And we might...
Arguing. I'd love you arguing with yourself. and you end up you're walking on the street, but you're just headbutting each other. Just cracking heads
Imagine
in
the
the middle.
squeezing fun you'd have, Rick.
I wouldn't know what to do. I'd bang them together. It'd be like one of those knackers you used to have in the playground on the string. I'd just whack them together. I hit your head on the window, didn't I, to see what the noise meant today, didn't I?
Yeah. Just if I had 2 heads, right, would I be able to sort of do shifts? Do you know what I mean? Say if this is a start or something, they're trying it out with fish and that with 2 heads.
You'd be 2 different people. You can't think like you're one. It doesn't make sense. If you had 2 heads, you'd have 2 brains. You'd have, you know.
Well, that's all right. But say if we did the same job, well, we'd be doing the same job.
Yeah, you could.
So you could say, right, you work through the night.
You'd take it in turns to do your job badly and moan about it. Yes, it'd be fine.
He's giving it some serious thought.
I know, yeah. And so's his other head.
Yeah.
But also, they're saying there's like a fish shortage, and I was wondering whether they're trying to make that better. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
they
would,
do
as the head is the bit you throw away, it'd be perfect.
No, but when they do a head count like they do, that's what they do. They do like
they count fish. They get fish. Okay, just in a line. 1, 2. I think you'll find we're 1, sir. Don't answer back.
Rick, I should just point out that I feel...
Don't answer back.
Come on, I think Karl has offered nothing there. I think those educating Rickies were appalling.
They're
And the only thing that would redeem the show is if he kissed the nipples.
Because the nipple
not
phone
gonna
in if you want to
happen.
speak to Karl. If you know the number, call in and try and persuade Karl while this record is on. We'll answer the phone.
XFM 104.9, Matthew Sweet, and a song called In My Time, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
That's great, that.
Yeah, just asking Karl some of these Q&A questions.
This might be my idea of perfect happiness, being in a room with Karl Pilkington.
Yeah.
I just watch him look around. When you're talking, he looks at you, and it's like, you know when the owners say, it's like the cat can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
he's
got
on
that
the
same
edge of
look.
that. He's
Yeah.
on the edge of that. Or you think he can. And I know he understands the words, but I don't think he understands the full impact. Whenever you say something to him, it might be a revelation or something, he always picks up on the wrong side. You go, well, that's not the important bit. Do you know what I mean? He always goes...
It's a bit like having a 14-year-old French exchange student. You know, their English is not amazing. They roughly understand you, but they're trying to piece together what you're saying.
Exactly. But it's great. You see, the thing about Karl is, and don't take this the wrong way, I like him because he's stupid, in a way. No, I'm not being funny, but do you know what I mean? But even though I think he is considered stupid, some of the things he says, I think borders on I don't know what the PC term is, the retarded. Do you know what I mean, Karl?
Anything in particular you're thinking of, though, Rick, when you think of...
Well, he was talking to me the other day because I'm trying to write a show called Science, and he's sort of going to help me out with some of the research, and I want him to do something on the DVD for it, right? And he was talking about it, and he was talking about he says that in the future they reckon we'll be able to soon. He said they'll be able to take us into space, and it's going to cost us £150,000. He said, what's the point? There's nothing up there. He said when they went up there, right? He said when Louis Armstrong went. In 1966, right? He said it was nothing there. So there was him, a fella called Buzz. There was one and third bloke that didn't even get out of the spaceship. He said he went all that way. He didn't get out to stretch his legs. How good can it be? Forget it. That's him summing up space exploration.
Don't you agree with that? What's the point in going up there?
Because you're
Are we talking about the finger in the arse again here, or space?
Oh, what is the point in going
Because you're
to...
expanding, human endeavour, aren't you? And the human understanding of the world and the universe. It's like, what else are we going to do as a civilization, as a people, if we're not constantly searching and reaching out into the far distance?
But there's nothing there, then.
I know some people you grew up with that haven't left their street, but that's not everyone.
But what is it? What do you mean there's nothing there? What has got to be there for it to be a worthwhile? Like,
Just something. I mean, to be honest...
What would you be happy with finding up on the moon?
Video?
Just something. I don't think they looked hard enough anyway when they got there, because they seemed to get out, have a bit of a dance about, and then they came straight back. And I sort of think, did they look properly?
It's not a day trip, is it?
But what I mean
But they
is...
took that car out there, didn't they, and drove around a bit?
Yeah, but only a little bit. What I mean is, say if an alien landed in Africa, there's not much there, so they'd go...
What do you mean there's not much there?
Well, it's a bit barren, isn't it?
Well, Africa, just in general.
Well, so anywhere like that, desert or whatever, what I'm saying is, have a good look round.
Probably where all life came from, and probably 500,000 species of animals live there.
Buildings and that and stuff.
Oh, buildings.
Well, just stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, did they look properly? Or did they just land, get out, go, bit dusty, whatever? Right, let's go back. I just think it's a bit pointless. Especially when we haven't done everything there is to do here.
Go on.
Well, I don't know, but I'm sure there is stuff that needs sorting out.
Well, I know the place that there's no medical man has been in this room.
Yeah.
There's definitely an unexplored cavern sitting right in front.
All right, Steve, would you go to the moon if someone said there's a space?
He doesn't march at a concert because he's scared his glasses to fall off. Of course he wouldn't go to the moon. They'd spin him round in training, his glasses would come off, and that'll be it. He'd feel sick.
My worry is I'm not sure I'd have to, because would I be able to wear him under the helmet?
Imagine him!
Like I went paintballing once, and I had to wear the glasses underneath the mask, and of course it was a bit hot weather, it was awful, it was steamed up in there. It's terrible, I couldn't see anything, I got shot straight away, I was out of the game, it was pointless. It cost me like £8.
Yeah.
You don't have to be that fit anyway, do you? You're only sort of sat there.
Well, not... well, yeah, but what are you talking about? Think of G-force alone and weightlessness. Of course you've got to be... What?
Yeah.
I think when you said think of G-force, he thought of G4. Follow up with...
But there's always something... I mean, when we were out the other night, Steve, right, there's a programme on about a spider that's a foot long and eats chicken. No one's talking about it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, well,
I'm sorry. I had to stand up because I thought I was going to explode. What do you mean there's a spider that's a foot long and eats chicken?
There was a programme on about it, how there's this spider in the jungle or something, but I missed it because I was out, but no one's talking about that in the papers. That, to me, that's a worry.
Why? In case it nicks your Sunday roast. What do you mean?
No, but if it likes chicken now, Rick, in like 2 years' time, who knows what it might
I know, it move up the evolutionary ladder, it start liking Carl, then humans.
No, I'm not worried about the chicken bit, because I eat chicken, that isn't that shocking, but the fact it's a foot long, and no one's, it's just on a Thursday night, no one's talking about it.
What do you expect, though? What do you expect from this? It's got its own PR. What do you want? What do you want this spider bee to be famous? Where is it? Where is it?
It's in the jungle.
It's not worrying anyone then, is it? It's not going to move.
Well, why?
It's not
it can,
going to...
though.
What do you mean?
What do you mean it's not going to move?
Well, how's it going to get here? Is it going to get on a bus?
There's waves and that, they come in bananas and all that. So, don't worry about it. So, I'm not if you're going to be like that.
Anyway, listen, we better line up Babushka, we better play that surely, because I know you need to analyse those lyrics. That's very important to you, I know. We've still got that cork hitting.
Cork on their head's going to be great. We're going to put his little head down and really give it a firing.
Sponsored by Lindauer Sparkling Wine, refreshing.
First of the game to die, Morrissey, XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Well, Karl, you failed miserably. The scientists stuck away. Right, one more chance. What's happened in the last couple of weeks? Just one more chance to... What have you seen in the last couple of weeks?
Well, like I say, I don't really watch the news and that, so
Right.
I can't tell them about that. But in a way, I think they're better off not knowing. I think that's the only good thing about being out there, isn't it? Not knowing about the bad stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I can't help them there.
They don't need to look at the weather, do they?
No, don't you know? No. But tell you about the Pope and that.
Yeah, pretty extensive.
What about the EU Constitution and the no votes? What do you make of that? What are your views?
What's the problem there?
Oh, this isn't.
No, but it's better
This isn't
not knowing.
broadcasting,
It's
though,
better
is
not
it? This is
knowing.
nothing. Come up with something.
Well, the fat baby then, the fat baby that they found, that was on the telly.
Right. Well, what was that?
It's just a little fat baby. That, I don't know what, it's just a little fat kid and that.
What? Tell what?
It was on the telly and
But
that.
what was on the telly? You just said fat baby, fat baby, fat baby, fat baby on telly, fat baby on telly. You're meant to be telling them what's happened in the world. Tell me about the fat baby on telly.
It's just they've found some, there's this illness called Momo, right? And they've just got this woman had a kid. It's really sad. It was on Channel 4 and that, right? And kid's born.
You sure it wasn't Jimmy Carr?
Kid's born and that, right?
Momo?
It's called Momo.
Isn't that
yeah.
that Black Music Award?
No, right, little fat baby and that. And there's only 3 of them in the world. These little fat babies.
Right.
And
So
one of them...
they're in danger.
How fat? Are you not telling what do you mean? How fat are they?
6 stone it was only 2. And there's 3 of them in the world, and there was this one, and there was one in Brazil.
Are they like endangered? Is that the problem? Because there's only 3 of them in the world. Are we worried? Is it like a conservation campaign?
They're hunted for their flesh.
No, it's sad. If you, I know, it's easy to joke on that, but if you'd seen it, you'd go, oh, it's a bit sad than that.
Well, I haven't seen it, and I know nothing about it.
Well, I've told you, there's 3 of them in the world.
Okay, what else was on telly?
Something I watched the other night, which was good. Again, you know, I learn stuff from the telly. I don't watch the news.
Yeah, well, you don't learn stuff from the telly. You know,
I'll tell you what, though.
You told us there's a fat baby in the world.
Forget about them.
There's a spider eats chickens, and there was a fat kid.
Forget them in Iceland, right?
Yeah.
We'll give them Rockbusters later to do, right?
Iceland!
But what's the name? I tell you what is interesting, Steve.
What?
I didn't know that much about it. Autism.
Okay. Oh, good. With some more entertaining stuff on XFM 104.9. Just to cheer up people. Go on, and what? Go on.
No, right. Have you heard about it, Steve? What
autism?
It scares me to death when he comes up, when he touches on a serious subject. We've been talking about wheeling a dead pope round, the Chinese don't age well, and ginger people are hated. And now we're going to touch on a really, my heart's in my throat. Go on, Carl, then tell me your insights to autism.
Right, well, there was this, again, Channel 4 coming up with some good stuff at the moment, right? It might have been Channel 5. But what's the name?
It's the attention span I like!
These people who, they've got like this autism thing going on.
Yeah.
And they sort of take in a lot of information, they get sort of they get so into it that they know everything about that subject and what have you, right? And there was this lad who, he knew everything, right, about EastEnders.
Right.
He sort of, the cameraman was saying to him, so, you know, why EastEnders and that? And he said, I don't know, I just like it. And he said, I remember when I first watched it was a Thursday, it was 5 to 8, Pauline Fowler walked in, she had a pink jumper on, she said, all right, love. And he remembers everything from that moment on. Yeah. Right, and everything, which is great, but then the way the programme was making out, it was almost like they were saying it's a disability.
Right.
When in a way, it's more like a superpower.
Sure. Like Rain Man.
But if you can take...
It's Rain Man. No, he has special autistic powers.
Oh God!
We must send for Rain Man.
I don't know what to do.
So he would be a great contextual mastermind. Sort of autistic mastermind. He'd be dynamite.
What I'm saying is, don't be watching EastEnders though. Sort of, why didn't they give him an encyclopedia and say, get into that?
Sure.
That'll be useful.
Yeah.
Keep him away from EastEnders. Wasting his time there. But I don't think it is a disability.
No.
Yeah, there are other things, and they're not. It's also autism is a matter of degrees. From what I know, and I'm sorry to have to do this, but I feel that I have to at least be the voice of reason, as ill-educated as I am on the subject. But I think there's degrees of autism. I think some are higher performance than others. There's other issues with it. It's not they're just got good memories. They don't go around doing tricks for people because they can remember stuff. There are other issues with it. Do you know what I mean?
Right, well, I mean, they seemed a bit...
But you watched the programme, what did you learn? That he knows when Pauline Fowler came in?
Yeah, I mean, there was other bits where they couldn't control their emotions and stuff.
Oh, that other little bit, yeah.
But the main bit of it was he can soak up information and stuff, and I'm just saying, it didn't seem really bad. Do you know what I mean? There's disabilities where people say that's a bad disability. It's like how people say about...
This is brilliant. This is just like this is amazing to be in a room with this man. It's incredible. You just wind him up and listen to what comes out. And I'm going to sit back now. I'm not going to defend you or explain anything. Just go on and tell me about the other disabilities that are worse.
What I mean is how people can sometimes easily get mixed up. How people are scared of like a cyclop. When at the end of the day, he's got a disability. A bloke with
Who's scared of a cyclop?
No, it's
apart
just
from
like
Jason and his Argonauts. Where's this cyclop that you're scared of?
No, I'm just saying in history and in books and that.
No, not in history. History happened.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of? You're mixing history with Greek mythology and Roman mythology and every other type of mythology. What do you mean there wasn't really a giant cyclop that went round picking up ships and throwing them around? That's not history, Carl. Do you think Batman's history?
No, but it was ages ago, wasn't it, when we were sort of forming...
No, I'm not saying it didn't happen ages ago. I'm saying it didn't happen.
Well, it might have done. I mean, what's so ridiculous about a fellow with one eye?
In the middle of his head, and he's big and scary and lives in a cave.
Why is he scary? Because what if he had 8 eyes, I'd be scared of him. At the end of the day, they've got a disability. We'll talk about it in a bit.
Forward Inc. Gorillas on XFM 104.9 on Ricky Gervais with the Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl, okay, we've got to sort this out. We didn't meet again this week, and this is a shoddy show. I thought we had a sort of framework for it, but do you know what I mean? No, I thought it'd be, you know, Karl could sort of tell him what was going on. He doesn't know anything except watching telly, late night telly on strange channels. Like he gets all his information about the news on Anna Nova, and I mean. I even tried to help him because Monkey News last week was awful.
It wasn't Monkey News.
It wasn't Monkey News. It was. I can't remember it.
I've been away on holiday.
Brilliant. Yeah, and the Monkey News stops. I phoned him up. There was a front cover of the. I think it was the Telegraph one day this week, and it was an ironic story. It was a fluff piece, but it was a funny story. It was about a monkey in a zoo that had a ruck with its father because it's adolescent. It was like the equivalent of like 16 to 18, and it had a fight with its father, and it escaped. It ran away, and it was like, you know, an interesting story.
Yeah.
I phoned Karl up and said, "This is Monkey News. A monkey has escaped from its cage after an argument with its father." And he said, "What was the argument about?" I mean, he thinks like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
What was the argument about? Like the zookeepers are going, "Oh look, oh no, he's brought up his untidy room again." The father, "Oh look, he's caught him smoking again." I mean, what do you mean? What was the argument about? They have fights. They have fights, and then it ran away.
His dad wanted him to go to college, but he just wants to quit and get a job.
Yeah, and he fancied a monkey in the other cage, and the father was saying, "She's not good enough for you." No. Oh,
So
what
we've got
was
some
it
Monkey
about?
News today.
Yeah, I got a little bit of Monkey News.
You got a little bit of Monkey News, right? You've redeemed yourself then this week.
We've got some stuff there and that. What else has been going on? You were, what are we going to talk about now? Sort of head's gone now.
Your head's
We've got
gone.
Monkey News.
Yeah.
And,
Why is your brain? Why is it? It seems like since we've come back on air, you have become dimmer. I mean, it is extraordinary. It's like BSC has kicked in.
Or
and
did
you
we
really
just
are.
forget? We just forgot.
Maybe
what-
it's been a long time. We've forgotten just how stupid he is.
Yeah.
It's proper. Do you mean it's the silences? You know,
Yeah.
he forgets we're on the radio. There's just
I know,
dead air.
it's unbelievable, and it's our name on this.
know.
They put up but as I said before, you know, he is that's no offence, he's not a bright lad or educated or anything like that.
Yeah,
but some things he says does border on the retarded.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
I've been trying to take in too much information though. That's the problem recently. Well, I've said to you last week, I've been like reading more books and what have you, and trying to take in too much. But the problem is, like even watching telly and that now, Suzanne said to me, you know, stop doing that. Stop watching telly late at night and going to bed because it's making your brain too active. And I'm sort of
Heaven forbid.
And you know, I'm trying to get to sleep and I can't. And then when I wake up, she had a go at me the other day, right? Because it was a night after watching The Fat Baby, right? Woke up in the morning and she had a go at me because as soon as I woke up, I said something like, "How can you freeze time?" And she says, "Are you going to say good morning or whatever?"
I'm gonna burst! Just imagine it, right? It's like the sun comes up through the window. Oh, she's right. Carl's like that, his little head. His eyes open, he goes,
One of those floppy night hats.
"How can you freeze time?" Oh, God.
But it's because, like, whatever, the night before I might have heard that on the news or whatever, and it's just been sort of whizzing around my head.
Sure.
And, you know, it was a big debate. I think have they found a way of doing it or something?
What are you talking about?
They've done something about freezing time and all that.
See, this isn't information. This is nothing. That is nothing, that. They've done something about freezing time. Imagine Jeremy Paxman coming on going, "Well, the issues tonight said something about freezing time." It's, you think before you talk.
No, but I don't worry about how to do it. I just think about what affects that
Oh,
one.
they haven't asked you to get involved?
Well, this is what I'm saying, though. You can explain it. It's a tough thing, isn't it? But what's the point in me worrying
It's
about
not a
that?
question. Do you know what he said to me the other day? This is unbelievable. This is one of the most stupid, incredible things I've ever heard. He was talking, and he suddenly stopped, and he was thinking about it, and he went, "Oh," I went, "What?" He went, "You'd never see a black ghost."
Extraordinary.
True, though, isn't it?
I've never seen a ghost, full stop.
There are no ghosts. There aren't ghosts.
No, but I mean when you just see them in, like, magazines and that.
Play a record! So we get onto conversations. He's talking about. He's asking me stuff about evolution. Tell me that. Why did the giraffe? What's that rubbish about the giraffe getting a long neck? I said, well, it didn't try and get a long neck. It was selected because, Anyway, I went into evolution for him, and he said, but why would evolution do that? I went, well, you think that evolution didn't do anything? There's not this consciousness, there's not this will that a giraffe has to stretch its neck to reach the leaves. One had a long enough neck to survive and pass it. He was going, yeah, but why did evolution? This isn't. But by the way, this isn't the most stupid thing. This is warming up. This is about 8:45.
Sure.
Right? He said, why didn't evolution make a giraffe good at carpentry so it could build a ladder?
Right. Yeah. Okay. No. All right.
Okay. So he's thinking around it. He's trying to pick holes in evolution.
Yeah.
We get on to. I said, well, things are. I said, we can see the speed of evolution in lower life forms like bacteria, viruses. They evolved. That's why soon we won't have an antibiotic that can kill some certain bacterial strains. And he said, and this is about 11:30. Then I said, I'm going to bed. Right? He said, in the future, they reckon that you'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
I don't know what that means.
Let's put a song on, right?
No,
and we'll come back to it.
So you're going to explain that?
Yeah.
You've got an explanation?
The Verve and Sonic on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
So let's just get this right. What did Karl say? He's just specifically giving those words again.
He said, they reckon, and I said, I'm going to bed. He went, no, really? I said, no, I'm going to bed, Karl. There's no point now, because it's just like you're talking gobbledygook. You know what I mean? I might as well talk to a pot plant.
Yeah.
He said, in the future, they reckon, I don't know who they are.
Sure.
I don't know, people who post things on the internet that he reads. I think
the Telegraph.
Anyway, complete the sentence.
They reckon that in the future you'll be able to wake up. I love it. There's a little scenario, an embellishment, like this little. Oh, hello, darling. Here's your yogurt. Hello. You'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
All right. Well, thanks for that, Rick. I'm looking at you. I'm going to throw that over to Karl.
Right. It's when I was away on holiday, right? I don't normally buy the Telegraph because it's too big and that, innit? So, but they were giving it away for free on the plane, so I thought,
ding dong,
might as well have it. Mm-hmm. And I saw a couple of things in it. I thought that would be interesting. I saw this thing about the future, and it was talking about evolution and what have you, right, which I always find weird, because I always think that maybe we've sort of done it wrong anyway. Do you know what I mean? I sometimes think
you can't evolve. By definition, evolution can't get things wrong. Things change, that it's not successful, it can't pass on its genetic material, but if you're around, it's working. If you're around, it's working. Slugs are as evolved as they need to be. Slugs are as evolved as you and me.
That's true enough.
Yeah. No disrespect, but it works. It works.
Sorry,
they're around.
Anyway, what's your point, Karl?
No, I mean, I think we probably would have been better off staying as a fish. Just because there's more water than land, isn't there?
Right.
And you wouldn't drown.
This is why I went to bed.
No, I can imagine. I'm thinking of dozing off now.
Yeah.
No, but it went. Do you know what I mean? From what was it? It was bacteria. It was fish, mermaid, man, onwards and what have you. So anyway.
Oh God!
No,
there are a few knowledge gaps in your theory of evolution.
All right,
you generally got it right though. So
I mean, basically, yeah, it went bacteria, fish, mermaid, man. What's next is the big question.
So it was telling you all about this and what have you, and saying how like we shouldn't have interfered, because maybe if we wouldn't have invented planes and what have you, maybe we'd be able to fly and what have you if we really needed to and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we've interfered with evolution, you see.
Right.
Well, then it was saying, well, what's the future got?
Well, yes, in one way we have interfered with evolution. Yeah, the evolution of the human being in society is changing. It's no longer based on the strongest or the fittest, because medical science can keep us alive long enough. People can pass on their genetic material where without this civilization they wouldn't have been able to. So yeah, there are different parameters, there are different pressures, there are different things that say whether we're going to pass on our genetic material or not. Okay, so in that sense you're right.
And that, Rick, as far as I'm aware, has led to a yogurt that you can eat and have a conversation with. So
this is what it was saying. It was just saying, you know, we're living in mad times and that. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff going on.
One of which is...
And the fellow was just saying, you know, with computers and stuff like that, the way it is, we'll be able to wake up.
Go on.
have a chat with your yogurt and have something to eat.
What do you mean, have a chat with your yogurt?
Because of the amount of, I mean, you have them yogurts already, those friendly yogurts, those bacteria-friendly ones, so this is just a really friendly one.
Yeah, they don't... Oh, God! I'm my best! Do you know what, sometimes, Carl, I think that we're having a chat with a yogurt. Do you know what I mean? There can't be any difference.
Yeah, but then I'm always reminded that would be more entertaining. That would be more informative.
God!
XFM.
Well, you took too long to answer it.
There's a vicar in Australia who started sort of doing his services and all that in nude.
Hot, isn't it, out there?
Yeah,
Where'd
but
you get the
churches aren't. Churches are pretty cold. It was on some website.
Of course it was, yep.
Just saying about a vicar and that who's there's a lot of nudists and that who want to get married. Do it, you know, don't mess about with the wedding dress and that. Just snip up.
Cheaper, isn't it?
Well, I suppose it's so, I suppose if you believe in God, you believe that, that's the way to be, innit? Because Adam and Eve and that.
Yeah, but then in Adam and Eve, the shame made us dress up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Eating the apple and things.
Yeah, but God didn't want that, did he?
No, he wanted to see it all. He was loving it. He was having a whale of a time getting a life full of all of that, and then the snake said, cover yourself up.
Stitched him right up.
Yeah.
So if you believe in God, which clearly I don't, do you believe in God, Carl?
Don't know, I don't really worry about it. It was ages ago, wasn't it? So, you know, if it's about, whatever. Not that bothered. Adam and Eve is pretty interesting though, isn't it?
It's not, well, how is it interesting? He made man out of dust. Then just because he could, he's having a laugh. Then he made her out of one of his ribs. Again, he'd like to vary it a little bit. Then they had 2 sons, which gave rise to the entire human race. What was going on there then?
What would have happened if they didn't get on? That's interesting.
Sometimes with pandas, they don't fancy the other one, do they? They go, well, that's my choice. One. You've brought me one panda from Lisbon Zoo, and I've got to shag that. What if I don't fancy it? What if they bring in a right slapper?
Do you think
What if it's the equivalent of, like, Love Island,
Well, I
whatever it's
imagine
called?
it was like Celebrity Love Island.
Yeah, and they're going, I am not shagging that slapper. Every panda in the world has seen that dirty old mott in magazines. Why am I meant to mate with it? I've got some dignity.
Are you talking about Adam there or Panda? Was that...
Well,
either is fine, I suppose.
no, bad
Do you think
pandas.
that Adam had any say? When God was making Eve, was he saying, can make the boobs a bit bigger, would you? And then... I'm a blonde guy, I'm into blondes, really. I mean, I don't know, did he have any input, or was it just...
I don't know. Well, I suppose
it was one of his ribs after
I know,
all.
well, he's probably restricted. You go, well, I'm working with a rib, Adam. Give me a break. There's only so many things I can do.
Well, he was probably in kind of intensive care, wasn't he, with the whole...
They go, well, I can't just keep making the boobs and things bigger because their legs will get short. I don't mind short legs.
Yeah, make the legs longer.
I don't mind no legs. I don't mind no legs.
As long as the boobs are sizeable.
I tell you what's weird though, Steve, right? Everyone's heard of, like, Adam and Eve, yeah? What's the surname?
Yeah, where'd they get their post from? Unbelievable. Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones on XFM 104.9. Well, I think the listening public would have enjoyed knob news there.
Oh.
So, I mean, there was a lot of knob news this week.
I was surprised. You know, I would have thought it would be hard sometimes to get knob news together, but...
I would have thought it would have been part of a bigger news programme, but, I mean, I don't think we'd dedicate a whole sort of, like John Craven's news round.
Yeah.
A whole 5 minutes to knob-related news.
Yeah.
There was other news, was there, in the week at all? Carl, it wasn't just all knob-related, you didn't just research.
No, they're the ones that sort of stand out. There was Christ on a crisp.
Right, what's that? That's obviously a crisp that someone vaguely thinks looks a bit like Robert Powell.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a load of twaddle, yeah.
There was a bloke who can blow up balloons using his ears.
What do you mean?
Look at him. Just,
well, it's all connected, isn't it? That's, you're just redirecting it, aren't you?
Pointless, though, isn't it?
It is pointless. No, I'm sort of downplaying it like it's no big deal, but it is pretty impressive.
It's not. When was the last time you blew up a balloon?
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I mean. It's not needed. It's not impressive. That's what I mean. That's why.
But you could say that about any form of sort of like bizarre entertainment. I don't think you have to hang yourself from hooks, but a lot of people go and see Jim Rose Circus. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't see the...
But would you go and see that?
What, a man blowing up balloons? No. If it was a mate of mine, I'd go, do that thing you can do. You know, to a group of new friends, I go, all right, then I'll get on with it. You know, to me, it's below, an average card trick, doing something like that.
Apparently, though, he does make balloon animals with his penis, so...
Which is pretty good, isn't
burn
it?
him up with his ears. So
It's always a snake.
Everything leads
So
back.
it's like a snake. I go, yeah, well done.
Back to
Put it
the
away.
news.
The Kinks, Better Things on XFM 104.9, Steve Merchant, Ricky Gervais, Karl Pilkington.
But do you know this, we're talking about the leech thing.
Sure.
Right. You're saying put them in a blender.
I'm not saying that.
Well, someone did.
Yeah.
Why were they doing that in the first place? Do you know what I mean? How did they find out that if you put leeches in a blender...
I don't know. They probably
feed
kept
them to
notes.
another-
I don't know.
No, but what made them... Were they just having a laugh? What made them go...
Was it a party? It was a couple, a couple of 40-year-olds. They were at a party.
It was a couple of research scientists. They'd been given £1 million, and the boss was coming around to say, what are you doing? And they were just making a smoothie, and they went, quick!
See,
Mr.
this
Yakamoto's come round, throw in some leeches! What are you doing? Just leeching.
Just feeding these leeches to some other leeches. All right, well, that looks like science. I'm off.
Well, that's what they
Here's another £1 million for
Yeah,
next
yeah,
year.
yeah,
Bye!
Yeah.
That's how they work, though, isn't it? A lot
Yeah,
of these
that's
scientists...
exactly how they work.
I'm
That's
just
it.
saying they're getting away with murder.
Go on.
Well, just the way they do sort of spend loads
And
of
you
time.
can't say anything in front of him because everything's got a point with him. You can't have a conversation with Karl because he always sort of puts in a curveball. You tell him something, and the question comes back that you never could have expected. When I told him about that story about the monkey who'd run away because he had an argument with his father, he said, "What was it about?" No one in the world thinks that. No one in the world would ask that question.
The leech thing. Do you
Yeah.
know how you said show the leech the way to its better food, whatever it's eating or whatever,
Yeah.
in the maze, right?
Yeah.
It makes its way,
Yeah.
right? It eats the cheese or whatever. Right? Blood, right? And then you give it.
Everything's a cartoon with Karl as well, isn't it? Everything is a
It's
cartoon.
a leech with a little hat and a little baby bell at one end.
But what happens if you got another one and
Yeah.
move the bit of blood?
Yeah.
Right? So feed those two leeches to one. Then is it going to get confused or? Do you know what I mean? Which way will it go if it's eaten two leeches
Yeah.
that have done two different ways?
Yeah.
Is it sort of stressed out?
I don't know. It probably knows both routes. It probably goes, well, there's one over here. Oh, there's one over here as well. I'm happy. I've had two for the price of one.
Right,
and
okay.
I'm full of leeches.
Then what's the best that can happen for?
I
Like,
don't. What are you talking about? What do you want out
because
of me?
I'm just saying if by doing that they can go right, we can do this. We're humans. I'd say,
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean in the name of Christ?
do it with
What do you
humans.
mean?
all I'm saying is, what's the point in doing it?
Think. What do you mean?
If you could do it with humans, I'd say.
But
well,
what? Right, Karl. Think about what you're saying, man.
yeah, I'm saying.
If you could do it with humans, do what with humans?
Say if Einstein, right, didn't do all that maths that he did, right? Say if he got to E equals and then he died. Squash his brain, give it to someone else, say, right, eat that. And they go, right, it's E equals MC squared, isn't it? What I'm saying is...
But they wouldn't. They'd go E equals, wouldn't they? If it was chemical memory, they'd go, E equals, yeah, same as Einstein said. Yeah, I just ate his brain. What am I saying? What have you made? Karl, think what you're saying. It's unbelievable. The thing is, right, you are what a scientist does. You just keep saying why and what and why and what. But nothing's ever enough for you, which is good. It's
but
nice to have an insatiable...
I get annoyed with all the amount of time and effort that's put into stuff that's useless. What's the next stage to squashing that leech? If it's not going anywhere, forget it. Work on something else. It's the same way in some science magazine I was reading about, is he anything smaller than a quantum electron or something?
Yeah.
It's like, if it's not getting in the way, don't worry about it. Why are they worrying about things we can't see?
If you blended up Karl's brain and fed it to someone, would it make any difference? They wouldn't even notice, but they wouldn't register.
You fed it to a leech, and the leech would go, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what... Where was I going?
I'm even more confused.
I don't know. Foo Fighters, Best of You on XFM 104.9. All right, Karl, you calm down now about science.
It just does me head in, a lot of this stuff. I think I would have been better off sort of growing up in the 1940s or something.
Why?
Well, there isn't as much science going on. People just live, don't they, for the moment.
So
You know what I mean?
well, but what if you'd had to go to war?
What?
What
All
if
right,
you-
maybe 1945, then I'd be happier. Just after the war. Just that bit after the war and before they started
What
messing
age?
about.
What year would you want to be born?
When was the war over?
45.
Right. 46 then.
But there'd be
Born
rationing.
46.
There's rationing for another 10 years.
56 then.
But there's a lot of science going on.
Oh, forget it. It just annoys me, all the messing about. They're always messing about with stuff, and I sometimes think, is it doing any good? Is what I mean. Mouse with ears, mouse with monkey's testicles. They're messing about with a mammoth now.
Go on.
Well, they're just saying, well, they're managing to knock one together.
Who
And you
asked?
just think, some scientist somewhere. Just messing about.
Andy.
No, but it's just, do we need, I mean, we've done it before about the do we need them thing. The amount of creatures and insects and that are knocking about. You've got that caterpillar that I mentioned walking about, it doesn't know where it's going. Get rid of them. The mammoth. The world's busy enough. It's crowded. It's overcrowded now. How much room are they going to take up? Do you know what I mean?
Why are they doing it, Carl? Do you know? All you know is that they're trying to muck around with them.
Because they can, because that's all it is, isn't it? Because they can. They're messing about. Someone's
Yeah.
being paid to do stuff.
What else are we here for? If not to try stuff out. What else are we here for?
What do you mean?
Well, what are we here for?
Just to enjoy life, isn't it?
Well, some scientists enjoy knocking a mammoth together.
No, but don't worry about the mammoth. It died out. Maybe it died out for a reason. Why didn't Noah save it if it was important?
Because Noah, what do you mean? Noah's not true, is it?
Well, I don't know. There might have been some truth in it.
What truth in it? That he put 2 of every animal that existed into an ark. How big was this then? Why didn't they eat each other?
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying.
Imagine the noise, Carl.
Yeah.
No,
Trying to get a bit of kit there.
There's points to that where I go, that didn't happen, because where could he have been where there was a hamster and an elephant and a crocodile? Where was he? Do you know what I mean?
But none of
I'm
it's
saying,
true. What bit do you believe?
What do you mean?
It got a bit wet.
What are we talking about? The mammoth or the?
No. What is up with you?
No, it's just that we had a
No,
lot.
seriously, have you got brain damage?
No, it's just that we had a lot of topics going on there. I just don't know which.
No, we were talking about Noah. And then you suddenly go, I know where did we, what, the mammoth or Noah, what? What you did, none of it's true. What, think of it. Oh, God. Think of the first thing, build an ark. Alright.
Could I just clarify, what's an ark?
It's a big boat thing.
Right. I've never had any experience of
Just
carpentry.
build a big boat thing.
But I don't make...
Just have a go, don't worry, you'll be alright. I'll make sure it's alright.
But once I've built that, I mean, how big should I build it? What am I...
Very big, it needs every animal, 2 of every
let's
animal.
not be
Go
fair.
on, every
I
animal.
mean, the boat building, fair enough.
I told you to make it big.
Right.
Don't worry about the fish, they can swim.
Okay, but so
All
what's
the
thing?
birds.
Like,
Get the flightless ones though, they're drown. Get the flightless ones. They would not the penguins, they're flightless but they can swim. But all other animals.
I should be writing this down.
Why? I mean, wouldn't you have took that opportunity to go, right, forget the, whatever. Man, the jellyfish didn't need to get in it, did it? But there's other animals where you can
We
go,
don't need to be here.
No.
Because Karl is actually having a little argument with his own head. It's like, you remember that comic strip, The Numbskulls?
Yeah.
Where there's loads of people in there doing different stuff, that he can hear them.
Yeah.
And sometimes his own mind puts him off.
Yeah.
Like just then, he has an argument with himself and it puts him off. Right, what's your question?
I'm just saying, don't mess about with a mammoth.
Whoa.
Good.
Okay.
Well, what a platform. It's good. We've got a radio show, got our own radio show. People are spending money to advertise it. People are actually bothering to listen. And the words of wisdom coming out of your mouth is don't mess around with a mammoth.
Brilliant.
Great.
No, but just going back to...
You sound just like Bob Geldof.
I can't be bothered with this.
He's trying to say...
What can't you be bothered with?
Just because I think I've got a good point.
What? Don't mess around with a mammoth.
That's not
anything.
the point.
Don't put your daughter on the stage, missing. What are you talking about?
It's just that I think there's too many animals knocking about.